6116, 856-6116. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing. Member SIPC.
You've still got the rest of the day to buy something special for your Valentine. But if you haven't made a reservation yet, good luck getting a table for two. Or maybe, if you've got the right app, all you need is a table for one.
Basically what these companies are doing, Stephen, is they're taking large language models, the same things that underpin ChatGPT, Google Gemini, what have you, and then they're modifying them to have specific personalities. And those personalities can be anything that you really want them to be. In this case, they're being kind of leveraged to be a more romantic style companion.
That's our friend Mike Dubusky, who keeps us on top of tech trends. Yes, he says AI dating is emerging as an option in 2026.
It's very similar to like what you would see in like Blade Runner, of course, where people fall in love with like AI. It's got this kind of sci-fi undertone to it.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
Well, as Valentine's Day has approached, a New York City wine bar has started catering to this new way of coupling. It's a pop-up, sort of a promo really, for an app called Ava AI that offers users digital companions. They set up their AI cafe with solo tables, each outfitted with a stand for a phone so real people could speak directly to their virtual dates. This whole thing is still very new and, yes, a bit unsettling.
Well, of course, you're not talking to a real person. That's the main harm, and even the most advanced AI models and the companies behind them will tell you that the longer you talk to ChatGPT, kind of the weirder pathways it's going to go down.
It does not appear that this trend is zooming just yet. A New York Post reporter who went to the pop-up AI cafe the other night said there were few genuine patrons in attendance, that most who were there were influencers, curious techies, or fellow journalists.
The thing that we have to consider when we talk about any sort of flashy new AI announcement is that this is an industry that is still really struggling to make money. They're thinking in a lot of different ways to try and signal to investors that there's a business case here. This is a weirder one, but we're certainly talking about it.
So here's a question. If the device you're on the date with is also the device you're using to pay, who's really picking up the check?
I think at the end of the day, we shouldn't fool ourselves. You're still putting down the check.
KOVE, 1330 AM and 107.7 FM.
Life changes, then it changes again. At Edward Jones, we believe that when it comes to your financial goals, you can't predict the unexpected, but you can prepare. Challenges such as job loss, change in health, or a loss of a loved one can have a big impact on your family's financial security. Hi, I'm John Shade, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together to help make sure you're ready for life's ups and downs. Call us at 335-7722 to get started. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
It sometimes feels like dramatic change is coming out of this city.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Are you tired of scrolling through endless online tire listings searching for the best deal? Well, Fremont County, listen up. Bailey Tire Pros is here to change the game, introducing our unbeatable prices right in your neighborhood. That's right, folks. Bailey Tire Pros offers top quality tires at prices that rival those online giants. Why wait days for shipping when you can drive in today and roll out with a perfect set of tires for your vehicle? With Bailey Tire Pros, you never have to sacrifice quality for affordability. Plus, our expert staff ensures you'll always get the right fit for your car. Forget about the virtual shopping cart and experience the convenience of local service. Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Introducing Wyoglass, your local glass experts. From windshields to windows, we've got you covered. We're proud to be a part of the Lander community and a local sports sponsor. We're dedicated to serving all of Fremont County, so you can trust us with your residential and commercial windows and doors. Auto glass shower doors and garage doors. For quality service and local support, choose Wyoglass. Visit us at wyoglassoflander.com or on Main Street in Lander today.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up. This is your game changer. Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
From the first whistle to the final buzzer, teamwork makes all the difference on the field and in real estate. At RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, we're proud to cheer on our local athletes and our community. Just like your favorite team, we know it takes dedication, strategy, and a winning attitude to reach your goals. Whether you're buying, selling, or finding your forever home, the RE/MAX team is here to help you score big. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, proud sponsors of Fremont County sports, and even prouder to serve you. Visit RE/MAXRiverton.com or call 307-856-7827 to get started on your real estate journey. RE/MAX All-Star Realtors, let's make your next move a winning one.
And a very good Friday evening to you. Welcome to Mountain View High School, the home of the Buffaloes. Quite frankly, one of maybe my favorite gyms I get to travel to across the state. A good evening to you. I'm Jerrad Anderson. We're set for a doubleheader of 3A West basketball this evening with the Lander Tigers taking on these Mountain View Buffs. On the road again for Lander boys and girls tonight. The girls red hot. The boys are struggling a little bit as of late, but both teams with a winning record trying to get another road win before a whole lot of home games coming up here very soon, including a home game as early as tomorrow. A little Valentine's Day action against Pinedale coming up tomorrow at Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. But first, a trip here to Mountain View, about 3.5-hour bus ride over a clear and easy South Pass. A little bit of fog on the Farson side of South Pass this morning, but that was it. It's uncharacteristic this entire winter that South Pass has been so great, but we're glad you are here. We are glad for the nice road conditions, making an easy trip down here, and should be a great couple of games. This gym is always rocking, no matter what the records are. And these Mountain View teams are a little uncharacteristic, at least in my time covering Wyoming high school sports. It's hard to remember Mountain View's boys and girls both simultaneously under 500 this late in the season, but they both are, unfortunately for the Buffs, trying to pick up some home wins here while they have the opportunity. The ladies are 3-12 overall. Meanwhile, the boys just a shade under 500 at 7-8 overall. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show, by the way, made possible, of course, by Porter Supply Company in Riverton, your home for stoves, for spas, for pellets, everything to keep your house warm and cozy this time of the year. And they've got some of the best customer service, too, in Fremont County. Thanks to Porter Supply Company for bringing you Tiger Sports and making our sports coverage possible, again, all year long. They support a lot of different things in the community, and we're a big fan of Porter's Supply Company. This girls matchup, this is the rematch. These two teams played back on January 16th at Lander. Lander victorious, 47-33. It didn't come easy for Lander against the team with only 3 wins. It was a little bit of a slugfest. Lander did pull some of their starters in the fourth quarter, I'm told, but they got a struggle through 3 quarters, eventually built a double-digit lead, and then pulled away in that game. So when you play in an atmosphere like this and in a gym like this, you can't take anything for granted. And even though Lander comes in on paper as a pretty heavy favorite here in the girls' matchup, it's a whole other thing going out and actually executing it. So we'll have to see a focused, dialed-in Lander team, and they have been for the last few games. Landers coming off of wins at Lovell. They beat them 50-21. They beat Worland before that, 41-27. Lander ladies under Drew Powell have won 4 games in a row. They are an impressive 15-2 on the season. In fact, their only stumbles are against Wheatland, and they lost to Cody back in 2025, way back last year for the Lander ladies. Mountain View, those 3 wins, they came against Cody. Take that back, definitely not Cody. They beat Wind River, Newcastle, and Kemmer. They played Cody last, lost considerably in that one. They lost to Cody and Powell last weekend. They've lost 3 games in a row. They did beat Kemmer not long ago. Jess Moretti is in her 9th season at the helm of these Lady Buffaloes. Has had quite a bit of success as a head coach down here. And again, this may be, at least to this point, the toughest season she's had to endure so far with her team at just 3-12. They're also 0-5 in 3A West play. Conversely, Lander a perfect 5-0 in conference play so far. Drew Powell is in charge of the Lander ladies. He's in his 3rd season, and they are the 2nd-rated team in 3A girls basketball in the WyoPreps.com coaches and media poll. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show. As we roll on here in just a couple of minutes, we'll continue to break this one down for you. Got a few extra minutes, it looks like, too, so we will get to a few other games of interest. There's already one doubleheader that's gone final not far from here. A game that I caught a little bit of, the girls matchup at Lyman High School. We'll let you know how Lyman and Pinedale fared just a little bit ago and set up the rest of the games of interest on this high school basketball Friday coming up in just a couple of minutes. Porter's Tailgate Show continues on. Lander Lady Tiger basketball coming up in about 7 minutes right here on your home for LVHS Sports. KOVE 1330 AM. You can watch video coverage with us on the County 10 YouTube channel.
To Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service. Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ed Council.
Welcome me back here to Mountain View High School. Jerrad Anderson with you on KOVE and the County 10 YouTube channel. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show. We're Counting you down to Lander and Mountain View girls basketball up first, followed by the boys. Should be about a 7 o'clock tip-off here for boys basketball a little later in the day. I mentioned there was already a 3A doubleheader that concluded, and get down here with just enough time to go watch the second half of the girls game over at Lyman High School, about 15 minutes away from here. The Pinedale ladies wound up knocking off Lyman. It was a 6-point game going into the fourth quarter. Pinedale just piled it on in the fourth, winning 53-35. Lexi White scoring 16 points to lead the charge there. The boys' game was a thriller. Pinedale beat Lyman in overtime, 63-58. Other 3A matchups tonight to keep an eye on. Douglas is at Torrington. Powell is hosting Worland. Buffalo goes to Cody. Burns is at Rollins, and Newcastle goes to Glenrock. Some other Fremont County teams are doing battle tonight. A lot of 2A games at home in Fremont County. Shoshone's hosting Thermopolis this evening. Ethady's got basketball. The Chiefs and Lady Chiefs are taking on Big Piney. Girls game should start here in just a few minutes. Same thing in Pavilion with Wind River hosting Kemmer this evening. In 1A basketball, Fort Washakie is hosting Saratoga tonight, and DuBois on the road in Basin taking on the Riverside Rebels. Other Lander Tiger teams this weekend. The Wrestlers beat Riverton in a duel yesterday. Regional wrestling will be in Cody for the boys next week and Powell for the girls next week. Lander Swimmers were off to the last chance meet in Riverton yesterday. State swimming coming up at Cheyenne East High School on Friday and Saturday the 20th and 21st. Lander going for 30 state swim championships in a row. Ridiculous. Indoor track is at the Mustang Invite at Natrona County tomorrow. Nordic skiing goes to the Sheridan Invitational. That's all I've got for you. We got basketball coming up in 60 seconds. Starting lineup in the opening tip. This has been the Porter's Tailgate Show. Your home for the Lander Tigers is KOVE. 1330 AM KOVE, streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Northside Body Shop.
On motor companies, Wyoming isn't just where we operate, it's where we belong. For over 85 years, we've stood alongside our community through life's big moments, from turning the key to turning the page in every journey that follows. Here, customers become neighbors, and neighbors become family. Visit us today at Fremont Chevrolet GMC Riverton or online at FremontChevyGMCRiverton.com. We are Wyoming. Together, let's drive.
At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Myers Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com. Today,
Goddard Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County one project at a time.
Star Spangled Banner plays by a couple of Mountain View High School band members. In fact, a brass duo there with a trombone and a tuba, bringing us the Star Spangled Banner. I'm Jerrad Anderson. Glad to have you along for 3A West Conference basketball this evening. Girls game coming up here, and the boys will follow in approximately an hour and a half or so. Lander and Mountain View set for the rematch. Tigers swept Mountain View last time around. Looking for another sweep tonight, but Mountain View, of course, has other plans. Starting lineups being introduced to the crowd. We'll go with the PA announcer and start with these Lander ladies. Drew Powell in his third year. They're 15-2 overall. They start like this. Number 0 is Daisy Goklish. Goklish, a junior, 13.5 points a game. Number 5 is Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln, a senior, 11.3 points per contest. 23, Paisley Hollingshead. She's a junior, 7.1 points per game for Paisley. Number 32 is Hayden Goggles. Goggles, a senior, 10 points per game for Hayden. Number 34 is Dagan Reinhardt. Reinhardt, a senior, 6.5 points per game. Lady Buffs under Jess Moretti in her 9th season are 3-12 this year. They'll start like this. Number 1 is Addison Stevens. Stevens leads the team in points with 11.5 points per contest. Number 5 is Mariah Michaeli. Michaeli, a junior. Michaeli averaging 7.6 points per game. Number 2 is Eliza Reutz. Reutz, a senior, averaging 1 a game. Number 15 is Hannah Walker. Walker is a junior. She's averaging 1 point a game. And number 21 is Lily Hickey. Hickey, a junior, 6.5 points per game. A little different starting lineup than Mountain View fans might be used to. They're shuffling a few different girls in and out, trying to get a little spark going here with just 3 wins so far this season, I was told. So trying a few different starting lineup combos. Anything it takes to try to get your team a little bit fired up here when you've got a down season. It's Stoddard in the jump center circle. She goes opposite Hollingshead. Paisley wins easily, and Lander's got the basketball. First underway from Mountain View High School. Again, Jerrad Anderson with you. Thanks for hanging out with us on KOVE and County10.com. Glad to have you here. Daisy Goklish attacks the basket right away. Her shot over the rim, no good. And Reutz has the rebound for the Buffaloes. Michaeli picks it up in backcourt. Needs some help. Comes via her teammates. Stoddard, stop on the left block, and she'll drain it from there. Ball was loose for a second, but she's able to gather. Puts it up and in for the 2. Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard on the bottom of your screen. We thank our friends at Fremont Chevy in Riverton, making Lander basketball possible all season long. Daisy Goklish sporting some red in the hair tonight. Get a new... slightly new hair look from the last time I saw her. Hayden Goggles now penetrate, give it to Brianna Lincoln. Her shot's hard off the rim, no good, and a Lander foul on the rebound. This gym is loud. The noise really compresses with this low domed ceiling, and even though the crowd is still filing in here, this is one of the louder, better atmospheres in high school basketball for my money. Stevens attacks the glass, can't get it to go. Rebound put back by Stoddard, that's no good, and Goggles has it for Lander. Breaking out of the pack with it, Hollingshead controls. Now around to Goklish. Daisy will try a 3. That bounces off long. Long rebound gathered in by Mountain View in the corner. Stoddard needs some help. She'll throw it off of a Lander player out of bounds. Mountain View will get the ball back. They're up 2-0. 6:23 remains in the first quarter. Mountain View works it into the front court. Stevens dribbles at the top. Now goes left side, outside to Walker. Walker's going to try a 3. That's hard off the glass, no good. Dagan Reinhardt as a Lander board. Out of bounds off of the Tigers along their baseline. Tried to feed an entry pass to Paisley Hollingshead, and it is right back to Mountain View. So Lander Some uncharacteristic errors, couple of missed shots here early on. Just 2 minutes and 10 seconds gone by so far, though. Michaeli travels before she can put her head down and head down the lane. Lander, length of the floor to go. Lady Tigers in their away black uniforms. Heard Scott mention it at Lovell, but really sharp-looking road unis this year for the Lander ladies. Lincoln back to Goklish, right corner three, no good. Back of the rim, and rebound is Reutz for Mountain View. Lander one and done on their attempts so far. Stevens holds in the right corner. Entry pass to the paint. Hickey down low. That's Stoddard, beg your pardon. Stoddard for two. And it's 4-0 Buffaloes. Goklish controls the dribble on the right wing. Goes up top to Hollingshead. Paisley right down the lane. Lose the handle, but it's poked away from her by a Mountain View defender. 4:56 remaining first quarter, 4-0 Mountain View. Lander unable to buy a shot so far. 0 for 3 from the field. Entry pass comes to Hollingshead. Now Reinhardt at the free throw line. Right corner. Lincoln will try a three. That's no good. Sailed over the rim. Didn't try anything. And Walker has the rebound. Another clean board by these Mountain View ladies. Addison Stevens controls the dribble at the top. Now Hannah Walker hands off to Michaeli. Back to Stevens in the corner. Addison will take it on the dribble. Hannah back in the corner to Michaeli. Feed the paint. Too strong for Stoddard. And it's ball out of bounds back to the Lander ladies. Goggles controls at the top. Now in the corner, Lincoln, she squares up for three. That's no good. Too short that time. Bodies hit the floor, and Mountain View escapes with the ball somehow. Thought we were going to get a tie-up for sure. Meanwhile, Stoddard emerges from the pack, races down the floor. She can't hit the layup, and it's ball out of bounds to the Lander girls. 3:52 to go first quarter. Lander still looking for their first points. Trailing 4-0 here on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Left side, outside, Goklish holds it above her head. Now Hollingshead runs to the elbow, back to Daisy. Goklish backing in from the elbow, worked on defensively by Stevens. She'll reload up top to Goggles. Hayden bounces 2 times, skip pass for Goklish to the left wing. Daisy challenges Stevens, good defense though. Dribble drive shut off. Now Goggles in the paint, she tries a tough two. That's no good, and Addison Stevens has the rebound. Addison, the leading scorer on this Mountain View squad this year. She is just a sophomore, averaging 11. Entry pass to the paint goes right to Degan Reinhardt, and it's taken away by these Lander girls. Still looking for their first points. 5 minutes old. Here's Degan on the block, challenged for 2. She can't get that to go, and it's rebounded out by Michaeli. Taken away by Mountain View. Buffaloes racing down the floor, too fast for their own good perhaps, and it's a ball out of bounds after they lose the handle. Have to apologize here for the vantage point. We'll be battling some fans some of the night, and that includes right now. Lander on the dribble. St. Clair new into the game. Floater is good for Alicia St. Clair. First Lander points come via Alicia St. Clair, but it took until 2:24 in the first quarter to get points. 4-2 Mountain View on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Ball poked away by Goggles, taken away by Goklish. Daisy, the distance, got it to drop, and she's fouled. Just like that, a 4-0 flurry. We're tied, and Daisy has a chance to put Lander up for the first time. Goklish, our most recent Wyoming Catholic College County 10 Athlete of the Week. She's had a phenomenal season. Free throw no good, too strong. Rebound tracked down by Stoddard, and she'll outlet to Stevens. Addison stopped just in front of the free throw line. Can't get the shot to go. May have been a bit rushed, and Goggles tracks down the long rebound. Under 2 minutes to go, first quarter. We're tied at 4s. Lander basketball. Attacking to the east. Not familiar with this gym, but that is indeed east here at Mountain View High School. Hollingshead with a nice little jab step. Good job on the pivot. She gets it to drop mid-range 2 from the right side, and she gets a steal in backcourt. Hollingshead with a flurry, a steal, and 4 points for Paisley in about 10 seconds, and Coach Moretti wants a timeout. Well, Mountain View scored the first 4 points of the game. Lander is on an 8-0 run with 1:23 remaining in the first quarter. It is Lander 8, Mountain View 4. And finally, emerging here after about 5.5 minutes of gameplay, the Lander girls that we are a little more familiar with. Say hello to Andrea cheering on the Lady Tigers on the YouTube channel, and I believe it's Ty. Says go Daisy and go Lady Tigers. I'm bad at screen names. We'll cheer on Daisy Goklish with you. Glad to have you here. It is a beautiful day down here in the Bridger Valley. I was remarking to someone earlier, I don't know that I've been down here on such a nice day. Usually this time of year, and I've done games at this gym the last 2 basketball seasons, and it's been snowy and dreary. Back to action here. Stoddard in the paint. That's no good. Punched out of there, taken away by Hollingshead. Today is beautiful, though. Sunshiny. I can actually see the mountains, and it's like, oh, this is why people live here. It is really pretty when the weather's nice. Goklish holds left side outside. Skip pass for Goggles. Now in the corner we go to Hollingshead. Back to Hayden. Thought about the 3. Instead she traveled as she was going to go down the lane. Just that little bit of hesitation. Moved her feet too fast. And the violation sends it to Mountain View. Lander going to slap on their 2-2-1 full court press. Stevenson holds in backcourt. Michael I. Now Antonio. Haley gets it back to Maria. Mountain View handles that pressure really nice. 38 seconds to go, first quarter. Turnaround 2 in the paint. Stoddard, she can't hit it. Rebound out of bounds to Lander. Hayden Goggles crosses the midcourt stripe with 30 seconds to go first quarter. Lander with a 4-point advantage. Maddie Arnich has checked in, by the way. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Stoddard. It'll stay Lander basketball. Goggles to send it in under into the left of the Lander hoop. Sends it in motion. Bounce pass comes into Arnich. Now out to Goggles. Nope, that's St. Clair. St. Clair for 3 from the left wing. She has had a great first quarter. 5 points for Alicia off the bench. Stevens across the midcourt. 7 seconds to go in the quarter. See if Mountain View can get a shot off here. Working all the way around is Reutz. Reutz with 1 second. Does not see the clock. I thought that might be the case with several seconds to go. Nobody really looked up on the Mountain View side. And after 1, it is Lander on an 11-0 run to close things out. They lead 11-4. Back in a minute on KOVE and County10.com.
To transform your home with that perfect mountain-inspired touch? At Altitude Interiors, we're your neighbors here in Lander, bringing decades of family expertise to every project. From stunning hardwood floors to stylish window coverings and custom cabinetry, we'll help you create the space you've been dreaming of. Experience the altitude difference at altitudeinteriors.net.
One Floor and Home, we believe every floor tells a story. As a family-owned business with deep roots in Fremont County, we don't just sell flooring. We create personalized solutions for your home. From cozy carpets to stunning hardwood, our expert team guides you through every step. Scan the QR code to learn more. Transform your space with confidence. At Gales Carpet One Floor and Home, we're here to wow you.
Welcome you back here to Mountain View High School. Lander girls on top 11-4. Mountain View started up 4-0. Landers hit the last 11 points. Alicia St. Clair has hit 5 for the Lander ladies, including a three-pointer just a moment ago. It'll be Mountain View basketball as Michael I asked to tuck her jersey in by the official. She does so, and Mountain View in their home white uniforms has the basketball first, but only for about 2 seconds. It's taken away by Maddie Arnich. Arnich leaves it for Brianna Lincoln, gets a screen from Maddie, and now goes to Reinhardt at the top of the key. St. Clair muscles down the lane. Give it to Goklish. Goklish stopped just inside the free throw line, tries a 2 in and out, stays out. Thought that might drop back in there, but just rattled out. Stevens has the rebound for the Mountain View Buffaloes. Addison at the top, give it to Michaelai. Mariah circles all the way around up top, and now give it to Antonio, right side outside with the ball raised above her head. Reutz goes to Michaelai. They play catch around the perimeter, some cuts right around the free throw line. Trying to close in on this Lander zone defense. Lander giving them fits in the half-court sets the last few times. Long 2 will not drop for Stoddard. And Mountain View all of a sudden having some trouble buying a bucket after they looked red hot to start. Brianna Lincoln holds it at the top for Lander and now gives to Maddie Arnich. They circle it around to Daisy Goklish, right side. Goklish runs to the baseline, her dribble shut off. Stevens, a good defender, just a sophomore. St. Clair runs to the free throw line. Now Goklish has it. Some Mountain View students making noise the entire time their team's on defense. I like it. Goklish to the free throw line. Now Lincoln squares up for 3. Good. Brianna Lincoln with a pretty shot. You could just tell from this spot too that was online the entire way. Great looking shot by Brianna. Taken away in backcourt by Goklish. She soars to the bucket, up and in quickly for 2 more. Landers' run continues, spanning 2 quarters, 16-0. Stoddard moves across the timeline, bounce pass to the left block to Reutz, goes off of her legs, but she's able to save it up top to Michaelai. Michaelai can't get it, rebound ripped away by Goklish. One thing here early on about these officials, they're not calling jump balls very quick. They are letting them scrap for it here so far, but it's consistent, and I like that. St. Clair back off the dribble. I also like that they let them play a little bit too. I think there are times you need it, and there's times in Wyoming high school basketball where it's too quick. Lincoln tries a 3 again. That's no good. Rebound by Goklish. Her follow's no good, and a held ball on the rebound. That one certainly deserved to be a tie-up. It's Arrow Lander. Entry pass comes to Hollingshead. She goes up top to Lincoln. Now in the corner to Goggles. 5:08 to go second quarter. Lincoln will try a 3 at the top. That's no good. Hollingshead soars in for the rebound, though. Nicely done by Paisley. St. Clair, she'll try a right wing 3. That won't fall. Rebound tipped around to Goklish. She got it to go and one. The second and one of the game for Daisy Goklish. First one was great. She did miss the free throw, however, so she'll look to cap off the three-point play this time. Spins the basketball. Daisy bends the knees, lets it go. Free throw in and out. No good. Rebound tracked down by the Buffaloes. Last foul was the first on Eliza Reutz, by the way. Attacking the rim is Mountain View. That's Antonio. Her shot sails. It's an air ball, too. No good. Mountain View has gone almost a full quarter's worth of time without any points. Goklish, left corner three, that's no good. Fight for the rebound, 3 players tangle up, and the arrow is Buffaloes this time. Liesel Edelman, Lander senior, on for the first time. 4:29 to go second quarter. Lander has scored the last 18 points. They lead 18-4. 2-2-1 pressure continues on. In backcourt, Michaelai. Michaelai dishes off to Reutz. Left side just behind the arc. Now Stevens, turnaround, contested 2 in the post. That's no good. Offensive rebound. Second chance, Antonio. That's no good. Didn't draw anything. And Goklish has the Lander rebound to Hollingshead. Hollingshead had daylight, went right down the lane, but left the layup short. No good. Rebound is Antonio's, and Mountain View on the move. 3:50 remaining first half. Lander 18, Mountain View 4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Girls basketball here. Boys game coming up after this one. Baseline dribble drive. Michaelai is fouled on the way up, and Mariah has a chance to end this Buffaloes drought at the free throw line. Lander foul on Goggles. Hayden's first. Team first of the quarter. Been a pretty foul-free second quarter. Foul-free game, frankly. First one is no good, too strong. And Michaelai with a low dribble lets the second one go. That's also too strong, no good. Rebound volleyed for Hollingshead. Grabs it on the baseline, gives it to Lincoln. Lincoln's pass up ahead is swatted about 8 rows deep by Addison Stevens. Block that one out with authority. Hayden Goggles just in backcourt for Lander. Gives it to Hollingshead. Paisley starts up the offense. Left side outside for Lincoln. Brianna gets a screen from Reinhardt. Reinhardt rolling on that screen. Pass unable to handle it. Stoddard will rip it away. Now loose ball gathered in by Mountain View. Michaelai holds at the free throw line and dishes back to Antonio. Lander settles back into their 2-3 zone. Mountain View runs some motion at the top as they settle back into their half-court offense after we had some ragged loose ball play. Stevens on the dribble, across the free throw line, and she'll get it to roll in. First Mountain View bucket in at least 8 minutes of gameplay, even longer, honestly. Midway through the first quarter, maybe, Mountain View scored the first 4 points of the game. Lander had 18 in a row until the Stevens bucket. Meanwhile, at the other end, Lisa Edelman is fouled in the act of shooting, and Liesel goes to the line. Her first is no good, too strong. Second for Edelman, also too strong, no good. Rebound is Antonio's. Mountain View with a chance here to dig in a little bit to this Lander advantage. Got a stop ultimately, even though it took a couple of missed free throws. 2:25 remaining second quarter. Almost losing it was Hannah Walker in the corner. She's able to save it. Floats a bad pass, though, that's intercepted by Hollingshead. Hollingshead to Lincoln, right back to Paisley. Give and go and score from the right side. 20-6. Lander the lead. Got 2 minutes to go in the first half. Holding in backcourt, Michaelai. She'll throw it ahead to Stoddard. Stoddard underneath to Reutz. Reutz shot goes sky high. No good. Didn't come close. Well contested, and Lander rips it away. Goggles to Lincoln. Brianna 3. She's got another one. Brianna Lincoln with her second triple of the game. And it is 23-6. Lander the lead, blowing right past everybody. Michaelai for a right-hand layup. Starting to heat up offensively both directions the last couple of trips. 1:25 remaining in the half now. Reinhardt to Lincoln from the free throw line. That's good. Brianna Lincoln shooting the basketball well so far. Mountain View attacking their basket, and they're going to throw it away. Antonio got in pretty deep, stopped along the baseline, had nowhere to go, and tried to find a teammate, but just threw it along the baseline out of bounds. Coach Moretti puts her palms down to the ground and says, calm down, calm down. Inside of a minute, second quarter. A 25-8 advantage for the Lander ladies on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Arnich will give to Goklish. Goklish floater in the paint. That's good. Daisy Goklish makes it a 19-point game. Talked with Drew Powell before the start of this one, said illness is going around, and you wonder that sort of lull in the first few minutes. Sometimes that's bus fatigue. Sometimes, I guess this time of year, it's illness. Steal by Lander in backcourt. St. Clair for two, right side. It's good. Tigers up by 21. Lander. Full court presses on. 5 seconds remaining in the half. Getting free off a screen. Michaelai dribbles to the corner. Knocked out of bounds by Arnich with just 0.2 on the clock. 0.2. Time for a tip, but tough to catch, gather, and shoot with just 0.2. Got to kind of lob this up, and that's not at all what they're going to do. Reutz just held on to it in the corner, and they won't get a shot off. After the first half, Lander out in front, 29-8 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Got the Wyoming Department of Transportation Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show straight ahead. A simple message from YDOT, but a valuable one. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. We'll talk about this first half and talk more about the boys' game, some of the other games of interest. A lot of activities going on at Lander Valley High School. We'll fill you in on as well, and get into our halftime coverage coming up. Lander ladies up big here at the half, 29-8. We're back after this on your home for LVHS. KOVE 1330 AM streaming video coverage on the County 10 YouTube channel.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Life happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give them a call at 307-332-7184.
Porter's Mountain View Supply, your local experts in fire and water.
We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain View Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Looking for a trusted partner in your financial journey? At Redden, Kane & Associates, we're more than just CPAs. We're a world-class accounting firm dedicated to providing exceptional service to our clients. From tax management and accounting to estate planning and retirement strategies, our experts provide personalized solutions that help you thrive. Our lasting relationships are based on trust and open communication. Let's make your goals become reality. Take the first step towards financial confidence. Visit rivertoncpa.com.
Welcome you back here to Mountain View High School. This is the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by WYDOT. They have a simple message for you. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. And our thanks to the Wyoming Department of Transportation for making Lander basketball on County 10 possible, also for all you do across the state of Wyoming. You can always check road and travel conditions at wyoroad.info or by calling 511. Well, it was 4-0 Mountain View, then an onslaught of Lander points. They scored 18 in a row, spanning two quarters. Lander led 11-4 at the end of the first quarter, and they're up here at the half, 29-8 on the Mountain View ladies. I said in the onset of the broadcast that through my time, it's hard to recall a time when Mountain View's boys and girls both simultaneously were under 500. The girls struggling a little bit here. They're 3-12. Do have some impressive wins through the season, but have struggled as of late and are 0-5 in 3A West Conference play. Still plenty of season left here, though, to try to correct that and get back on the right side of things. Coming up in the boys' game here in just a little bit, Mountain View just a shade under 500 at 7-8. But again, uncharacteristic for a school that has strong athletic traditions. We just saw the 2025 state champions, 2A state champ Mountain View Buffaloes getting recognized here, and they're saluting a 1997 wrestling class, as well as some of the other alumni here at Mountain View High School. But that 2025 football championship team got a big ovation here at one of the best, maybe the most unique basketball arenas in the state of Wyoming. Drew Powell and I talked about this building before, and he said he absolutely loves it here. He says it's one of his favorite places to go. And I said this might be my favorite away trip in 3A basketball. He asked me if I've ever been to Newcastle and said that that's sort of the area he grew up playing in, and said that's a special gym for him. And I haven't made my way there. There's still some gyms across Wyoming I haven't gotten to, but I'll add that one to the bucket list. But it's a fun one here, and I've been lucky enough to do games in this gym each of the last 3 seasons and enjoy coming back here. It is kind of a mini arena auditorium. It's a dome shape that is attached to the school, but you can see the dome as you pull up to it, and it's got a low wooden ceiling that really stands out. They have a really nice floor, and to add on to the great building that this is, their fans are always spirited. Their students always turn out. They've always got crowd participation and festiveness going here. So kudos to Mountain View High School. Again, at the half, Landers on top of the Buffaloes 29-8 on the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show. Mentioned Pinedale knocking off Lyman's girls and boys in a sweep. The boys' game went to overtime, but ultimately the Wranglers getting the better of them in the only 3A doubleheader that has concluded today. Torrington's hosting Douglas. Worland goes to Powell. Cody plays Buffalo. Rollins is hosting Burns, and Newcastle goes to Glenrock. Fremont County games of interest. Wyoming Indian battling Big Piney right now in Ethity. Shoshone's hosting Thermopolis. Wind River's hosting Kemmer this evening in doubleheaders. Fort Washakee's got Saratoga at home tonight, and DuBois on the road to Riverside. Mountain View will make the trip over to Rawlins tomorrow, so they'll have that Friday, Saturday slate, as will Lander. Lander will be at home tomorrow for a 1 o'clock girls tip-off, a 2:30 boys varsity tip-off. Lander hosting Pinedale in what should be a couple of very good games. Lander and Pinedale's girls will meet again. This is the third meeting. They met in a tournament at Lander, and then they went to Pinedale, part of a conference game, won both of them. But matchup number 3 coming up tomorrow. Scott Fuller will have that broadcast for you on the Counting 10 Sports Network. The Whiteout halftime show rolling along here from Mountain View High School. We'll take one more time out. When we come back, we should be just about ready for the second half. 29-8, Lander on top here at the intermission. Back after this on KOVE, 1330 AM and County10.com.
For a trusted partner in your financial journey, at Redden, Kane & Associates, we're more than just CPAs. We're a world-class accounting firm dedicated to providing exceptional service to our clients. From tax management and accounting to estate planning and retirement strategies, our experts provide personalized solutions that help you thrive. Our lasting relationships are based on trust and open communication. Let's make your goals become reality. Take the first step towards financial confidence. Visit rivertoncpa.com.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency is a proud supporter of Riverton High School Wolverine Athletics. We understand the importance of community, and we're excited to be a part of it. As your neighbor, we're here to help you with all your insurance needs. We offer auto, homeowners, renters, business, and life insurance. So stop in and say hi, or give us a call today. The Tyler Watson State Farm Agency will be here for you.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
From the sidelines to the spotlight, from the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Back here at Mountain View High School, Jerrad Anderson with you. Scott Fuller returns to the airwaves tomorrow. Your Lander A team from Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. In the meantime, glad to be back with you for more Friday night hoops. Lander ladies up by 21 to start the quarter, make it 24. Hayden Goggles with a quick three-pointer. No need to warm up for long on that side. They shot around for about 90 seconds. Goggles feeling it already on the first possession of the third quarter. Racing to the basket was Mountain View player Michaelai. She couldn't get it to go. Lander came away with the rebound, but Addison Stevens is there to pull it away. Michaelai hands off to Reutz. Reutz has it almost taken away. Reinhardt and Lincoln hit the floor, but they can't come up with it. Now Michaelai runs baseline. Her shot's no good. Sailed over the rim. Hollingshead hauls it in for Lander. Goklish, left side outside to Goggles, around to Lincoln. Brianna wanted it. She had a great first half shooting, and she will put in a long two-pointer, foot just in front of the arc. Brianna Lincoln in double digits here for the Lander ladies, just 110 old in the third quarter. It's 34-8. Lander on a 5-0 run to start this quarter, and a 10-second violation forced by that Lander 2-2-1 pressure. Get a quick breather for Daisy Goklish to tie her shoe. Lander basketball up big here from the Buffaloes Dome. Mountain View High School on a beautiful afternoon in the Bridger Valley. I guess we're going evening. It was afternoon when I rolled through, at least. Goggles for Lander playing catch all around the perimeter. Now Goklish straight away three. That's good. Lander shooting the lights out here to start the second half. And a foul in backcourt on Brianna Lincoln. First foul on anybody in the second half, third quarter. 6:08 remaining. Fremont Chevy scoreboard has Lander on top, 37-8. Reutz maintains the dribble. Now Stevens circles around, handoff to Michaelai. Michaelai challenges Lincoln. Good drive, but couldn't finish the play. Ball goes around the rim and out. Down court to Hollingshead. She can't get it to go, but she's pushed and fouled and will get 2 free throws. Paisley Hollingshead to the charity stripe. Third personal foul on Addison Stevens. First free throw from Paisley is good. Coach Moretti getting an explanation, and so is Stevens. They both nod to the official very politely after asking for an explanation. Second free throw no good, off the front of the rim. It's a 30-point Lander advantage. 5:38 remaining third quarter. Stevens challenges Hollingshead to the baseline. Paisley shuts off the dribble. It's held up by Goklish. Lander forces the held ball, and the arrow is Mountain View's, but nice job by Paisley and Daisy on the defensive end. Mountain View takes a while to get it in, but they will lob it up to Hannah Walker. Walker leaves it for Michaelai. Michaelai has it punched away from Goklish into the student section. Lander in a zone defensively, it looked like that time. 3 in the corner, no good. Long rebound comes all the way out to Michaelai, though, and Mountain View gets to reload. I beg your pardon, now that I see it, it is back to a man-to-man defensive effort. Stevens with a strong move to the basket, used the window. She's got that to go. Addison with a nice dribble drive. You can tell the sophomore is already very good and has a lot of upside still to go, just in her second year of high school. Timeout by Coach Moretti. It'll be Lander basketball here out of the timeout. 4:50 remaining third quarter. It is Lander 38, Mountain View 10. Gives us a chance to say hello to some of the folks watching along with us. Penny, unfortunately, I don't have a JV boys score. I was trying to hustle that down a little bit earlier. They played in the auxiliary gym here. So all effort that for you. I do know that the JV girls were victorious. Say hello to Arizona. We got Daisy Goklish fans watching in Arizona. Chuck is checking in. Chuck's cheering for Alicia, Daisy, and Noah St. Clair in the boys' game, cheering from Orange County, California. Thanks for checking in from California. Rachel's with us, cheering on Hayden Goggles. Appreciate everybody letting us know where they're watching from and who you're rooting for on the County 10 YouTube channel. Fun way to spend a Friday night watching some hoops. Easy drive from Fremont County over here to Mountain View today. Lander can't hit the layup off of the inbound play. Daisy Goklish is going to steal it away from Mountain View, though. Now find Lincoln, left corner, three. Why not three more for Brianna Lincoln? She is on fire and has been all game long. A 31-point Lander lead on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. 4:22 remaining for third quarter. Michaelai uses screen at the top. Hands off to Hannah Walker. Now Stevens, big jump stop. Good work with the pivot, and she'll go past the defender to put the floater in the bucket. Addison Stevens has the last two hoops for Mountain View on strong drives. Goklish left alone at the top. Daisy for three, no good. Nearly banked it home. Stevens has the rebound. Here we go, one-on-one. Goklish will reject Stevens' ball out of bounds. Good hustle back from Daisy all the way down the floor. Got a big block on Addison. Mountain View retains the possession. 3:49 remaining third quarter. Stevens off the inbound, challenged, long two from the left side, no good, off the rim, and rebound collected by Hayden Goggles. Goggles breaks out with it. St. Clair tried to find Arnich, couldn't handle the pass, and it's tracked down by Mountain View. Stevens controls the dribble at the top. Addison now leaves it left corner for Hannah Walker. Trying to find Ellie Stoddard, but Stoddard unable to handle it in the post, and Lander has another takeaway. Arnich, left side outside, picks up the dribble in the corner to Goggles, feed the paint to Goklish, back to Goggles for three, no good, too strong. Tough rebound, Dagan Reinhardt, she's grabbed and held on to. Did not have her body in the correct position to allow for an easier rebound. She adjusted sort of midair the way a great wide receiver would in football and was able to hang on to it enough that the arrow gave it to Lander. 5-second violation forced by the Mountain View defenders, though. Good defensive pressure all over the floor by the Buffaloes. Lander again sets up the 2-2-1 pressure. Stoddard leaves it for Michaelai. Michaelai is bumped and fouled by Hayden Goggles. Second on Hayden. And team foul number 2 here in the third quarter. Hopefully I don't jinx anything, but it has been a relatively foul-free game. Minimal fouls called. Lander slides back in a 2-3 zone, this time down. Stoddard's shot goes around the rim and falls out. Thought it was down, but it popped out of there. 2.5 remaining third quarter. Lander basketball. Attacking to my left here. I'm high atop Mountain View High School. There's Goklish stopping in the lane. That two no good. Reinhardt, tough rebound, draws the contact, and she's going to go to the line twice. Dagan Reinhardt with a couple of big rebounds here in the third quarter. Fouls the first on Haley Antonio. First free throw from Reinhardt, no good, off to the left side. Give a shout out to the land of enchantment, watching in New Mexico. Rooting for LVHS. Thank you for checking in. Got Arizona, we got New Mexico checking in. Dagan's second one, no good. Arnich, the offensive rebound, and that's no good on the follow. So ultimately, Lander comes up empty on that possession. 2:08 remaining third quarter. Tigers still up big, 41-12. They trailed 4-0 to start the game, then rattled off 18 points in a row. Punched out by Reinhardt, taken away by Arnich. Up ahead to St. Clair. St. Clair travels with it. Tried to throw a pass backwards to a teammate, but her feet just kept moving. 2-2-1 pressure. Applied by the Tigers. Stevens. This press breaker has worked really good for Mountain View, especially here as they've gotten into the rhythm of it in the third quarter. Stevens charged with a charge. Player control foul. Dagan Reinhardt's in there to take the contact. And Addison Stevens has picked up her fourth personal foul. And an already struggling offensively Mountain View team is going to lose their statistical leading scorer on the game, at least for a while, as she will take a seat on the bench with those four personals. 1:38 to go in the third. Goggles on the left wing, goes right at Michaelai, scoops it off the glass and in. 43-12. Lander ladies showing the state why they're ranked number 2 here. Here's a steal right at midcourt by Goggles. The distance, she can't hit the layup though. Good pressure from behind by Walker, but she wasn't in a position to try to take a charge or block the shot. She just let the shooter hear some footsteps behind her, and sometimes that's the difference. Inside of a minute, third quarter. Michaelai splits a couple of defenders, can't get it to go. She hits the deck hard. In fact, Dagan Reinhardt falls down in backcourt too as they get tangled up. They now rejoin the play. Everybody's okay. 3 at the top. Reinhardt back in the action. That's no good. In and out. Rebound tracked down by Antonio, and with 30 to go in the quarter, it's Mountain View basketball. Michaelai hands it to Reutz. Now to a cutting Antonio, and they'll kick it back up top. Clock down to 15 seconds. Antonio, entry pass, taken away. Reinhardt will slap it. Arnich will gather it. 5 seconds. Goggles on the left wing. Underneath to Edelman. Edelman in deep. She's fouled with .8. Liesel Edelman to the line. Boys game scheduled for 7 o'clock. May have the ability to start that just a skosh early. We'll see how the next little bit plays out, and we'll see if Mountain View allows for that. Liesel's first free throw is good. Stoddard back on for Mountain View. Liesel's second free throw also good. Good-looking shots from Edelman. And the long heave at the buzzer will not come close. So after 3, it is Lander in charge of this one, 45-12. Come on back for the fourth quarter with us. Your home for the Tigers is KOVE, 1330 AM KOVE, and streaming video tonight on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Sidelines to the spotlight. From the classroom to the community, Fremont County's greatest accomplishments deserve to be celebrated. When our athletes take the field, when students excel, and when our community comes together, those are the moments that define us. For over 25 years, we've been more than just your internet and phone provider. We're your neighbors, celebrating each victory alongside you. Wyoming.com, proud to support our schools, our athletes, and our future. Visit Wyoming.com today.
Back here at Mountain View High School, Jerrad Anderson with you on a Friday night. Lander ladies up 33 as we start the fourth quarter. They outscored Mountain View 16-4 in the third period. Buffaloes basketball here as we're back to action. County 10 YouTube channel if you want to watch along with us. 13:30 a.m. across Fremont County if you're cruising around, or if it's easier listening on the radio. Ellie Stoddard will give it to Michaelai. Lander in a man-to-man defensively. Long shot clangs off the backboard. Arnich gathers in the long rebound. Arnich close to an over and bank. She hadn't gone over the line yet, but a little too close for comfort if you're a Lander coach. Lincoln will feed it to Hollingshead to Edelman. Open three, no good. Around the rim and out. Hollingshead saves it along the baseline, but then throws it out of bounds on the inline in front of Coach Powell. Good effort by Paisley to try to keep it alive. Addison Stevens remains on the bench with 4 fouls for Mountain View. Close to a travel, nothing called on Stoddard. Now Michaelai splitting through defenders. Her shot no good, hard off the backboard. Hollingshead another rebound. Edelman finds Arnich in the corner, and now up top we go to St. Clair. St. Clair stop from just beyond the free throw line and drain it from there. Alicia St. Clair having a heck of a ball game. She came on strong in the first quarter with 5 points and continues to shoot well tonight. Michaelai down there in the corner, and Coach Moretti wants a 30-second timeout. 6:27 to go in regulation. It is Lander 47, Mountain View 12 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Pause in action gives us a chance to thank Wyoming.com, proud to support Fremont County Athletics. Check out their phone and internet options at Wyoming.com. You can browse all the services they have available there. They are a Fremont County company supporting Fremont County athletes right there on the middle of Main Street in Riverton. Tough to get more local than that, and proud to cheer on our Fremont County athletic teams all season long. Thanks to Wyoming.com. Lander back on the floor. Maddie Arnich, Brianna Lincoln, Daisy Goklish, Alicia St. Clair, Paisley Hollingshead, the 5 out there for Lander. 6:27 to go. Tigers up big 47-12. Contested 2 from Stoddard, not there, but she is slapped on the arm and fouled, and the Mountain View junior will have a chance at 2 free shots. First one, no good, too strong. Lander ladies looking for their 5th consecutive win. Their only losses this year, Wheatland, that was 5 games ago, and Cody early on in December. Cody, the number 1 3A girls basketball team in the WyoPreps rankings. Second free throw, no good, but rebound is Antonio's, and it is Mountain View basketball again as they'll pull it out and reload. Stoddard, contested 2, turnaround right side, no good. Rebound tipped all the way back to her, and Mountain View going to get a 3rd opportunity here. Antonio sends Goklish to her feet. She falls down. Now Walker will try a 3. No good. Long rebound is Mountain View's again, though. Michaelai. A 4th chance for the Buffaloes. Michaelai hounded defensively by Goklish. Get it to Walker. Right side to Reutz. Reutz in deep. Great defense, Dagan Reinhardt. That was close to a 5 count. Then she tried to find Michaelai, and Daisy Goklish will hit it out of bounds into the Mountain View bench. So Buffaloes with now 4 chances on this possession. It's resulted in no points so far, but a long Offensive possession here for MVHS. Reutz has the basketball, top of the key. Now Stoddard. Stoddard will cruise down the lane, double team, tough shot, and she's got it to go. Stoddard for two. We've played almost 3 minutes of fourth quarter basketball. 47-14, Lander up on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Here's Brianna Lincoln. Leave it for Daisy Goklish. Goklish tries a three in the corner, hand in her face, no good. Long rebound, Daisy's got it at the top. It's her own rebound. Goklish penetrates left side, layup, good. Daisy Goklish, two more. Timeout, Coach Powell this time. 4:40 remaining in the game. 30-second timeout. It's Lander 49, and it's Mountain View 14. Lander ladies back in action tomorrow, 1 o'clock at the Bob Carey Memorial Fieldhouse. We will, of course, have coverage of that one for you on county10.com, YouTube channel where you can watch it, and you can listen on KOVE, 1330 AM. Scott Fuller's got the broadcast for you. Lander breaks their timeout. And Mountain View follows quickly. It's Mountain View basketball. Two-2-1 pressure on by Lander. Lincoln defending Michael I well. Stops right at midcourt, runs into a trap. Exactly what Coach Powell hoping for that time, I think. Applying that pressure, ball is held up, and it's Landers on the arrow. Goggles will move it up the floor for Lander. Now Reinhardt backing in near the free throw line. Leave it for Hayden, right side. Post to Reinhardt. Now outside to Lincoln. She had to retreat to get it. Couldn't handle it initially, but now she'll go track it down. Edelman on the floor one time. Her pass intercepted, was too far in front of her intended target. Taken away by Michael I. Knocked out of bounds on a hustle play by Liesel. It's Mountain View ball midway through the fourth quarter. Stevens back into the game with those 4 fouls. Missed a little bit of time. Getting that fourth personal with about a minute and a half left in the third quarter. Out on Lander. Stays Mountain View possession. Boys game coming at you in about half an hour here on the County 10 Sports Network. Stevens working against a couple of defenders. She'll step right through 2 of them. Got it to go. Addison Stevens is tough to stop. She's going to be a fun player, and Mountain View is young. They will get better. They should reload and be much better next season. There's Lincoln, left side 3, buries it. Brianna Lincoln with 4 3-pointers unofficially. She's been great offensively. Michael I, the answer 3, that's no good. Off the rim and rebound tracked down by Dagan. Closing in on 3 minutes. Time remaining in the ball game. St. Clair has it. Now Goggles in the paint. Put it up with the right hand, and she's got 2. Michael I quickly breaks the Lander pressure. 38-point Lander lead, 2:40 remaining. Ball knocked loose. Walker comes back and gets it. Good defensive pressure by Brianna Lincoln. Lincoln's been great. Both sides of the floor all game long. Right corner, Reutz is slapped and fouled by Brianna Lincoln. She's been great, just a little too antsy there, maybe. She'll come out of the game. We'll see a couple of new Lander ladies on as we sub down here. Samantha Oldman on for the first time for Lander. And Riley Spice also on for Lander. Oldman going to corral the basketball. Give it to Goggles. She lets a three go. That's no good. Out to Edelman. She launches a three and hits. With 1:45 to go, now we should have a running clock, at least currently. There's a baseline foul. Stevens gets knocked down by a Lander player. It'll be ball out of bounds to Mountain View. The clock does continue to run here during the stoppage. Riley Dockery on for Lander, as well as Claire Wagoner. Getting some new names here at the varsity level. Three in the corner from Stevens is no good. Great opportunity for younger players to get some varsity minutes on a gym they'll very likely come back to when they play varsity more regularly. Pass over the head of the intended target. Knocked away, taken away by Mountain View, but we're down to just 48 seconds remaining. Reitz with a nice steal. Shot not going to drop that time for the Buffaloes. Other new Lander player in is Kenzie Fixter. Fixter, give it to Oldman underneath. Her first try, no good. Gets her own rebound. Second try, no good. Held ball on the rebound. And the Arrows Mountain View's Riley Spice working hard on the tie-up. 18 seconds to go. Lander Girls will pick up another win, their fifth in a row. Michaeli feeds Stevens. Addison contested two down low. No good. Rebound is Landers, and that is the final horn. We've gone final as Lander knocks off Mountain View, cruising to a 57-16 point win here on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Get Coach Powell up here at halftime of the boys game to recap this one. And we'll get into the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. First of two Bailey Tire Pros post-game shows coming up here shortly. We will select our player of the game, which is thanks to Health Source Chiropractic in Riverton. And per usual, in a Lander win, there's a few different candidates we can choose from, so I'll think on that. You can make your case on the YouTube chat if you'd like to, or let us know where you're watching from and who you're rooting for. We appreciate all the interaction there here during the girls' game. Boys' game's coming up in 20 minutes. There's 20 minutes on the clock, so give us an opportunity to chat a little bit more about the girls' game here in the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. Plus, we will take a look at the scoreboard, see if there's any more girls' finals from across 3A or Fremont County games of interest here to relay on to you. I know one final, that's for sure. Lander girls knock off Mountain View 57-16. We're back to recap after this on KOVE 1330 AM and the County 10 YouTube channel.
We are Maven. We focus on the fundamentals, clean, simple designs with the very best modern materials and technologies. We refuse to compromise our mountain town roots to follow the well-worn path to $1. We choose instead to make game-changing gear and use it in the places and pursuits that inspire us every day. We are Maven, a company focused on the design and creation of innovative products for and by the modern outdoorsman.
Life happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Perfect Power is a proud supporter of athletics and student athletes all across Fremont County. Perfect Power provides services for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. Darren Hubble, owner and master electrician, has over 30 years of electrical experience. Darren's trustworthy team of professionals can get the job done right. Perfect Power, serving Fremont County and surrounding areas. Stop into 1320 West Main Street, Lander, or give him a call at 307-332-7184.
Porter's Mountain Vie Supply, your local experts in fire and water. We got everything you need for new installs to accessories, and don't forget our great selection of stoves, grills, and spas. We've been serving Wyoming for over 40 years, so you know you can trust us for quality products and expert service. Visit portersmvs.com or stop by our Riverton or Casper locations today. Porter's Mountain Vie Supply, located on 750 East Sunset Drive in Riverton.
Looking for a trusted partner in your financial journey? At Redden, Kane & Associates, we're more than just CPAs. We're a world-class accounting firm dedicated to providing exceptional service to our clients. From tax management and accounting to estate planning and retirement strategies, our experts provide personalized solutions that help you thrive. Our lasting relationships are based on trust and open communication. Let's make your goals become reality. Take the first step towards financial confidence. Visit rivertoncpa.com.
Welcome me back here to Mountain View High School. Lander girls victorious in a big way. This is the Bailey Tire Pros postgame show. Thanks to the tire experts, Bailey Tire and Auto Service. They've got the convenient pit stop location near Lander Valley High School. They've got, of course, 3 pit stops over in Riverton. The Speedway Cafe over there. They are proud Fremont County athletic supporters. Thanks to Bailey's, your local tire professionals. You can stop in there, ask them all of your tire-related questions, and they'll certainly help you out with the best insight around. Lander girls lead 11-4 at the end of the first quarter. Mountain View scored the first 4 points of the game over 2 quarters. Lander eventually scored 18 in a row to answer that, though. It was 11-4 at the end of the first. Lander continued the onslaught, leading 29-8 at halftime. They were up 45-12 after outscoring Mountain View 16-4 in the third quarter. And the final score tonight goes Lander 57, Mountain View 16. We get to that 40-point differential and a running clock with about a minute and a half to go in this one. A lot of different contenders per usual. I know I sound like a broken record, but it's just the truth in wins, and especially convincing wins. It's not an individual sport. You got to have a whole lot of team help if you're going to beat a team convincingly in the 3A West. So your Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game was another tough choice. Thanks to Dr. Jonathan Fabian, first of all, at Health Source Chiropractic for letting us do this and get to agonize over who had the best game and reward one player here. But Health Source Chiropractic is Fremont County's only sports-certified chiropractor, and you can find more about their services by visiting healthsourcechiro.com. For student athletes in Fremont County, if you've never been in before, they're offering a $10 new patient special. That's it. If you're dealing with a chronic condition, if you're dealing with some kind of pain, they'll give you a head-to-toe evaluation for just $10. And Dr. Fabian and I have talked about this before, but sometimes back pain might be caused by how you're holding your neck. Could be by your feet. You never know what's causing it, and they are the experts. So $10 new patient special. Ask about it at Health Source Chiropractic. All right, without further ado, your Health Source Chiropractic player of the game, Brianna Lincoln. She was fantastic. The senior hit 4 3-pointers and was a force on defense. Her shots were falling all night long. I thought she was great. Give a honorable mention to Alicia St. Clair, the freshman off the bench, has put in really quality minutes most of the season for Lander, especially in the games I've done at least. I know Scott's done the majority of the games, so I haven't caught them all year long, but in my game, she's been great off the bench. She was, again, tonight, really, really good. Had a couple of mini Lander runs all by herself. Had a 5-0 run a couple of different times, hitting a couple of 3-pointers. So shout out to Alicia St. Clair. I thought she was great, and again, a Lander team effort. But your Health Source Chiropractic player of the game tonight, Brianna Lincoln. We will chat with the Lander head coach, Drew Powell, at halftime here of the boys' game coming up in just a little bit. We're about 12 minutes away from boys basketball, so take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll tell you more about what to expect in Game 2 of our doubleheader coverage. You are watching the Lander Tigers on the County 10 YouTube channel, listening along with us on KOVE 1330 AM.
To Bailey Tire Pros, your local tire and auto repair specialists in Riverton and Lander. Say no to endless online tire listings and experience the convenience of local service. With unbeatable prices and top quality tires, we're here to change the game. Quality service and expert staff ensure you always get the right fit for your car. Choose local. Choose Bailey Tire Pros, where your satisfaction hits the road.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service.
Baldwin Creek Rental Service in Lander is a proud supporter of sports and athletics here in Fremont County. Baldwin Creek Rental Center understands how expensive specific equipment can be, especially if it's for a one-time use or event. That's why they offer tools and equipment rentals. For many years, Baldwin Creek has provided services to clients in Lander and the surrounding areas. From lawn and garden projects to graduation parties, they have the right equipment for you. Baldwin Creek Rental Center, located at 675 Baldwin Creek Road in Lander.
Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
Welcome you back in here to Mountain View High School, one of the most unique high school gymnasiums in the state. Lander girls with a convincing victory, and congratulations to Brianna Lincoln, our Health Source Chiropractic player of the game, getting set for the boys matchup, Game 2 in our doubleheader, as we bring you back into the second Porter's Tailgate Show of the night. Thanks to Porter's Supply Company in Riverton, your home for stoves, for spas, for pellets, and more. That is Porter's Supply Company. The Lander boys come into this one 10-6 overall, 2-3 in the 3A West. Mountain View 7-8 overall. They're 2-3 in conference play as well. This is a rematch. They met for the first time in Lander on January 16th. Lander got the better of Mountain View in that one, 63-49. Had 26 points from Ashton Colangelo in that game. He's number 21 for Mountain View, so maybe keep an eye on him tonight. I'm sure Coach Mullins addressed the game he had at Lander. He is the leading scorer for the Buffaloes, averaging nearly 20 a game. So we'll see what kind of defensive pressure they put on him and how they do trying to contain Colangelo, the senior. Back on that January 16th game, Lander was led by Noah St. Clair with 14. Lander boys have stumbled a little bit. They've lost 3 games in a row, lost to Lovell pretty handily, 78-52. Unfortunately for everybody else in 3A basketball, that's pretty common when teams are playing Lovell. Lovell looks like the clear favorite in 3A basketball as of right now. Lander also lost to Worland in a game that I think, at least on paper, you'd say that's an upset. Worland's a tough place to play. They're not playing their best basketball, at least in the last few years. They're down a couple of steps right now. So that was a little bit of a surprise. 3 losses in a row for the Tiger boys. Last time out, Mountain View lost to Cody, but they would beat Powell last weekend. So a Saturday loss against Cody, but a victory last Friday against Powell. So should be an interesting ball game here tonight. Lander under Stu Mullins in his 9th season. They're led by Noah St. Clair, who's averaging 15 points per game. Finn McFadden, though, averaging over 13 per contest, has been a difference maker at guard for this team. And they are deep, too. They've got a solid starting 5. Everybody can shoot for Lander. And they bring 4 or 5 guys off the bench that can come in, and they don't drop off a ton with their bench players when everybody's firing on all cylinders. So we shall see what happens here in a 3A West matchup. This is the Porter's Tailgate Show. We're counting you down to tip-off, and we will get to that here in another 7 or 8 minutes. Starting lineups, the opening tip coming up from Mountain View High School. Lander girls won big. Lander boys trying to go for a sweep, but it'll be in a hostile atmosphere against a gritty Mountain View Buffaloes team. Come on back with us, see if they can do it on KOVE 1330 AM and streaming video on the County 10 YouTube channel.
Choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home. Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Happens, and sometimes it leaves a dent. At Northside Body Shop in Lander, we meet by accident, but we fix your vehicle with purpose. From minor dings to major collision repair, our expert team gets you back on the road and brings your car back to its original beauty. Trust the specialists who treat every vehicle like a classic. Northside Body Shop. Come see us at 323 North 2nd Street in Lander.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics Program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Porter's Tailgate Show continues here, counting you down to Game 2 of our doubleheader coverage tonight. Lander girls with a convincing win over Mountain View High School just a few moments ago, 57-16. Brianna Lincoln was our Health Source Chiropractic player of the game. The extra long pause between games here gives us a chance to get into your LVHS weekend a little bit more. Want to say congratulations to the Lander Wrestlers. They beat Riverton in a duel yesterday. They go to regionals next week. The boys are in Cody on Friday and Saturday. The Lander girls go to Powell for regional wrestling. Lander boys swimmers had the last chance meet at the Riverton Aquatic Center yesterday and trying to qualify a few more for the state tournament, which is coming up next Friday and Saturday from Cheyenne East High School. Just ridiculous. Like, there are no adjectives to describe what Lander boys swimming has done, but unprecedented, I think, is the word that the news media would use. 30 swim championships in a row is what they're striving for next week at Cheyenne East High School. Got indoor track from the Mustang Invitational in Casper tomorrow, and Lander Nordic skiers are off to the Sheridan Invitational on Saturday. It is good to see that there's snow somewhere in the state for the Nordic Ski Club. All right, I think we did it. I think we're just about ready for boys basketball here. Had a little extra long intermission, so thanks again to Porter Supply Company in Riverton, making our second tailgate show possible just before 7 o'clock at KOVE Lander, Wyoming, 1330 a.m. You can always stream the audio, too, on the county10.com website. Click the radio tab there. And, of course, County 10 YouTube channel is where you can find us. We're going to reset your Fremont Chevy scoreboard on the fly here if you're watching on YouTube, so don't mind me there. We're ready for the second game here in our broadcast schedule, and starting lineups are going to be introduced to the crowd as we pan the camera over to see the Lander boys. They're under Stu Mullins. Stu's in his 9th year at LVHS. Tigers 10-6 overall, 2-3 in conference play. They start like this. Number 0 is Caleb Andrews. Andrews, a junior. He averages 7.2 points per contest. Number 1 is Finn McFadden. McFadden, a junior guard. He is 13.1 points per game right now, Finn McFadden. Number 13 is Darian Herford. Herford, a senior, averaging 7.8 points per contest. Noah St. Clair, Lander's leading scorer per game. He's number 22, a senior, 15.3 points per game. And number 23 is Pax Hollingshead. Pax, a senior, averaging 9.5 points per contest. Mountain View Buffaloes under Dustin Reese in his 9th season. They are 7-8 this season, 2-3 in conference play. They come out like this. Number 1 is Colt Madsen. Madsen, a junior. He averages 10.5 per game. Number 10 is my favorite name to broadcast in the entire state. He is Race Carr. Carr zooming through the starting lineup right now. He's a senior, averaging 2.7 points per game. Number 2 is Colby Reutz. Reutz, a senior, 3.8 points per game. Number 12 is Keegan Pitts. Pitts, a senior, 6.7 points per game. And number 21, keep your eye on him. He's Ashton Colangelo, the senior. Averages 19.5 points per game. He had 24 against Lander last time. Lander got the better of Mountain View at LVHS back on January 16th. Jerrad Anderson here with you from Mountain View High School. 7 o'clock straight up, and we are ready for basketball action. Hollingshead versus Colangelo in the jump center circle. Lander in black uniforms, Mountain View in white. Hollingshead wins the tip, and Lander starts with the first possession. Right into their motion offense. Herford from the left corner, 3 good. Darian Herford is on the board first. 3-0 Lander on that Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Reutz has the ball tipped away from him in backcourt. Lander comes up with a steal quickly. Herford to St. Clair off of the fingertips of McFadden out of bounds. And we go back to Mountain View. Buffalo's unable to break the Lander half-court pressure the first time. See if they can do a better job this time. Reutz still in backcourt, directing some traffic. Now he will break that 10-second count. Keegan Pitts gives it to Race Carr. Carr, the son of the superintendent down here at Mountain View School District. Underneath Keegan Pitts. Good body control. Got it to roll in there. It's 3-2. Tigers in front here. A minute gone by. We are brand new in game 2 of our doubleheader this evening. McFadden give it to Hollingshead. Pax. Left-hand dribble down the lane is slapped across the arm and fouled by Colby Reutz. First foul on anybody. St. Clair at the elbow, creating some space underneath. Can't get it to roll in off the backboard, though. Good defense by Carr. Rebounded out by Mountain View, but then stolen at midcourt by Andrews. Andrews one-on-one, left side layup, got it. Good individual effort, Caleb Andrews. Here's Reutz, bounce pass, left it for Pitts. Pitts is blocked, taken away by Hollingshead. Pax quickly up the floor for Lander. Now Herford sends it right side to an open Caleb Andrews for 3. Missed everything, no good. Madsen hauls in the rebound. Minute 45 has elapsed. Lander out in front, 5-2. Andrews with a steal. The distance, right-hand layup this time. Caleb Andrews with 2 steals, 2 layups early on. Starts on the defensive end. And there's a push foul on Hollingshead as he pushed Colby Reutz in the back, it looked like. Ball comes up top to Colton Madsen. He'll send it right side to Colangelo. Andrews is on Colangelo. Sticky defense all the way through, man-to-man. And Colangelo being face-guarded by Andrews. No space for Ashton, their leading scorer, all the way across the floor. Pass intended for Keegan Pitts, taken away by McFadden. Lander in transition, stolen right back. Race Carr quickly down the court. He's blocked at the other end by Hollingshead. End action. Andrews along the baseline, throws it away. Race Carr, another steal. Outlet to Madsen. Been a couple of Madsens through the last few years here, and Colts right down the lane, can't hit the layup, so we go end to end. Both teams struggling shooting here of late. St. Clair, nice dish from McFadden. Noah finishes it off. It's 9-2 Tigers. 3:10 has gone by in the first quarter. Reutz got it hung up on his back. Luckily it wasn't a double dribble, but now he's going to throw it out of bounds. But it was deflected by Darian Herford. Official was right there on top of it. See a couple of Lyman Eagles in attendance. Lyman got an afternoon game today. They had an interesting Valentine's Day theme. They did a Little Red Wagon halftime show that I caught in their games against Pinedale. Had some little kids giving out candy and Valentine's. It was very, very adorable. Good spirited atmosphere here at Mountain View High School on a Friday night too. Bridger Valley rocking with basketball fans. Keegan Pitts in deep, couldn't get it to go. Gets his own rebound out to Reutz. 3, that's no good. Another chance. Colangelo's there to put it up and in. First points of the game for Ashton. St. Clair motors down the lane. Now kick it left side outside. Romer into the game for Lander to McFadden, cutting through. McFadden's got the 2. Mountain View quickly breaks Lander's pressure. Madsen finds Colangelo, now left side behind the arc to Reutz. Reutz looking for a cutting Colangelo, tried to tip it in, couldn't do so. St. Clair's got it. St. Clair gallops down the floor, can't get it off the glass, but he draws the contact, gets bodied up and fouled. Noah to the line for the first time tonight. Lander lead is 11-4, 3:33 on the first quarter clock. That was Race Carr's first personal foul. First one for Noah will sneak in over the front of the rim. And Coach Reese wants his first time out. While I'm thinking of it, I want to give a shout out to Coach Reese. He's also the activities director here at Mountain View High School. I've done games here 3 years in a row, and I know this probably doesn't matter to the audience, but there are a lot of places you go, and it is tough for broadcast logistics, and you don't get a lot of help. And then there are places like Mountain View where they bend over backwards helping you, and Coach Reese has dealt with a number of my obnoxious emails asking for help and team information, and he, year after year, is quick to get back to me, so I appreciate him. Noah will be at the line one more time here. Got a shout out to Brenner Coleman on the County 10 YouTube channel, cheering on the Tigers. St. Clair's second no good too strong. Quincy Gwynn is checked in, and he's got the rebound for Lander. They'll get another look at it here. Finn McFadden holds. Mountain View in a 2-3 zone defensively out of the timeout. Gwynna to Finn. Finn penetrates. Kick it to Gwynna. Skip pass to Romer. High post, inside, outside. Good ball movement here. Finn penetrates. Bounce pass underneath. Up and in. Brenner Coleman just gave him the YouTube shout out, and there's his first points of the game. Nicely done against that 2-3 zone, too. Finding a weakness, getting a shot in the paint. Anytime you can get a shot in the paint against the 2-3, it's a good thing. Backdoor cut here from Colby Reutz. He goes up top to Colangelo. 3 off the mark. No good to the left side. Rebound fought for on the floor. It's off of McFadden. Should be Mountain View basketball, and the official says it is. Inbound to Colangelo, lets a 3 go left side, no good, hits the top of the backboard and then bounced in, but they stop it first. Unfortunately for Colangelo, that one not going to count. 2:25 remaining first quarter, Lander in front 14-4 on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. High post St. Clair, kicks it to Gwynna. Quincy, shovel a pass down low to Coleman, and now we go to the opposite side. Gavin Romer. Garrett Romer, beg your pardon. I do that every time. Every time. Congrats to Gavin, though. Going to play football at Black Hill State. Here's a 3 by Gwynna. Nothing but net. Quincy Gwynna from the left side. Carr slowly walks it up the floor. Met by Noah St. Clair, who strips it away. St. Clair with the clean steal. Then he throws it out of bounds. Was trying to get it to Gwynna. Well contested defensively by the Buffaloes. Mountain View takes right back over. 1:40 remaining first quarter. 17-4. Tigers with the Fremont Chevy scoreboard advantage. Colt Madsen crosses the timeline. I remember number one for Mountain View for years was Dash Madsen, the older brother. Loved that name because he was so speedy too. Colangelo gets fouled in the act of shooting, and Ashton earns 2 free shots. First one for Ashton is good. If you're a Mountain View opponent, this is not the guy you want to see at the line. He just is a pure shooter. Second one, I put the broadcast jinx on him. No good. St. Clair, the distance off the glass, right, left side, right down the lane, and he basically just went to the rim untouched. Noah St. Clair for a quick 2. 70 seconds remaining first quarter. Madsen circles around at the top, looking for Colangelo. He's being face guarded by Romer. Left side, behind the arc, Keegan Pitts. Now Justice Platts, who's recently entered the game. His first touch that I can remember, at least. Colangelo can't hit from the right side. Rebounded out by Romer, and here comes Lander. 45 seconds remaining, first quarter. Gwynna dribbles around, leave it for Finn. McFadden at the free throw line, between the legs dribble. Now we'll go to Coleman. Brenner up top to Romer, circling around McFadden. Coach Mullins barking out instructions from all the way down the floor. Could almost hear him if we were mic'd up a little bit closer. See if Lander tries to deflate the first quarter clock. They're up 19-5. We're down to 12 seconds. They weave at the top with 5 seconds. Here's McFadden to Gwynna. Open 3, top good. They work that to perfection. Colangelo's heave at the buzzer, no good. And the Lander bench is fired up for their guys. 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. We're back in minutes on KOVE and the County 10 YouTube channel.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Back here to Mountain View High School, the Cops theme fades out. Lander up big at the end of the first quarter, 22-5. Mountain View will start with the basketball here. We're underway in the second quarter. Platts races past his defender right to the rim, lay it up and in. Good penetration there from Justice. Lander attacking to my right here, high atop Mountain View High School. St. Clair at the free throw line, backing in on a couple of defenders. Shovel it to Herford, who's just out of bounds. And just a millimeter a shoe on that baseline. The official right there to catch it. Lander moderate man-to-man full court pressure this time. That is not their normal 2-2-1 pressure, just token full court pressure all the way up. Tough to pull that off the entire game, so you switch it up. Give them a little bit of a breather while you can. Errant pass goes to nobody. Keegan Pitts trying to find a teammate. Instead, finds nothing but out of bounds. So both teams empty on possession number 1 here in the second quarter. Hollingshead soars to the bucket, can't get it to go. Foul on the floor, though. Good job by Darian Herford fighting for the basketball. He'll draw a foul on Colt Madsen. Gwynna, right side outside, circles it up top, tried to get it to Hollingshead, to St. Clair, and it's out of his reach in the front row of the stands. Mountain View students very spirited over there on the far side, fired up, making a lot of noise for their team, even trailing 22-7. We played 90 seconds of second quarter basketball. Little slower pace on both sides here to start the second quarter. Both teams are flying around to start the first. Colangelo tries to get free at the top. He lets a 3 go. That's no good, too strong. St. Clair has got the rebound for a second, but then loses it. Platts takes it, puts it up and in. Justice Platts has all 4 points here that have been scored in the second quarter. Hollingshead at the top for Lander. Give it to Herford. Back to Pax, left corner. Pax working on Royce. Put it up with the left hand in the paint. That's no good. And Mountain View comes away with the basketball. Madsen controls the dribble. Top of the key now will back it off in the midcourt center area that says MV for Mountain View High School. Foul away from the basketball on Hollingshead. He got tangled up with Madsen, who was trying to flash to the ball. Held him up a little bit. Second personal on Pax. Royce to trigger it in under into the right of the Mountain View hoop. Does so to Race Carr. Hands right back to Royce. He's open for 3. No good, too strong. And Hollingshead's going to get rung up with a second consecutive foul. Back to back on Pax. Brenner Coleman's going to come on and get Pax after those 2 quick fouls. He's got 3 total now. Entry pass to the paint. Race Carr trying to back down Caleb Andrews. Soft touch. Got it to roll in. Mountain View on a 6-0 run to start the second quarter. Here's Finn McFadden. Jab step down the lane. Right hand layup. Good. He's quick. Lander trying to trap in backcourt. Race Carr handles the pressure and will break midcourt. Royce maintains the dribble. Coach Reese shouting instructions here now from the far side of the Mountain View court. Tough to hear anything in this gym. The sound just gets stuck in here from these students. Here's an interception by McFadden. Behind the back pass up ahead to Brenner Coleman, who can't get it to go, but he's fouled, knocked to his feet. Good save there along the inline. Behind the back pass up ahead to Coleman, and Brenner to go shoot 2 times. First for Brenner, in and out, no good. Fremont Chevy scoreboard has Lander on top, 24-11 with 4:38 remaining in the second quarter. Brenner Coleman gets 1 more shot. And the second one, no good. Darian Herford soars in to save the possession, but then throws it away to Colangelo. Mountain View starts up their offense. Losing the handle, though, is Justice Platts. It's ball out of bounds to Lander, so both teams struggling to hang on to the basketball here a lot of times this second quarter. McFadden to Hereford, lets a three go, not gonna fall. Push foul underneath on Lander. Brenner Coleman raises his palms to the sky and disagreed with the call as he walks back down the floor. That is team foul number 3 on Lander, the first on Brenner. Colangelo gives it to Carr. Carr stop at the elbow, looking for Pitts, but it's slapped out of bounds by Finn McFadden. Entry pass comes to Race Carr. Carr looking for Platts. Pass too far in front of him. Out of bounds. Lander takes possession right back. Finn sets it up top of the key. Now Hereford to a cutting Andrews. Back to Darian. Darian spins in the paint. Gets caught up. Nowhere to go. Now we'll give it to Andrews. Floater. No good for 2. Rebound tracked down by Colt Madsen. Madsen has it stripped away by Hereford as soon as he crossed half court. Up ahead to Coleman, to McFadden. They play catch. Now Hereford holds at the top and Lander sets up their offense. Traveling violation on Finn McFadden. Tried to make that little jab step right, go left, but little happy feet. A movie about a penguin a while ago. Weird things pop in my head sometimes. Some would call that attention deficit disorder. Others would just say I'm weird. Loose ball on the floor, falling down out of bounds off of Justice Platts. It's going to go right back Tiger direction. Noah St. Clair returns for Lander. Brenner Coleman will check out. Finn McFadden jogs it up the floor, give it to St. Clair. Now Andrews looks at the basket, way away from the hoop. Give it to Finn. Back to Caleb. Weaving at the top. Now Coleman just in front of the free throw line, off the window, got it, and one. Keegan Pitts, first personal foul. And Garrett Romer putting in some solid work. Garrett, the sophomore, free throw, not good. Rebound by McFadden, though. Lander will pull it out and try again. 2:38 to go. Coach Mullins wants a timeout. 26-11. Tigers in front here on the Fremont Chevrolet scoreboard. Quick 30-second timeout. Let's us say thank you to Wyoming.com. Check out their phone and internet options at Wyoming.com. That's a local company supporting Fremont County athletes. Wyoming.com. County 10 YouTube channel, the spot to go if you want to watch the video along with us. Radio coverage on KOVE 1330 AM, 107.7 FM. Hard to concentrate on the radio when I got a dancing baby in front of me. Tigers off to a good start in this one, 26-11. I wish I could zoom out and show you the baby for half a second, but my camera is not going to let me do that. Hereford. Now to Andrews. Back around to Romer. Mountain View again in this 2-3 zone defensive look. Tried to find St. Clair off of his hands, taken away by Reutz. Reutz marches Mountain View's direction to Pitts on the block. Pitts got hung up in the lane, pump faked, his guy blew right past him, and he had a clean look at it, stuck it in the net. 13-point game now. Mountain View slowly but surely chipping away in little bits. Not rapidly, but they are. Romer to the bucket. Can't get the right-hand layup to go. Colangelo will give it to Madsen. Madsen down the lane. His two will roll in. It's an 11-point game. The momentum is Mountain View's right now, and McFadden gets caught up with another traveling violation. Same thing. Tried a little shimmy to the right, go with the left, and happy feet. Happy Feet 2. I think there was a sequel to that. 1:15 on the first half clock. Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT is on the way. Madsen blows past the defender. Reverse layup is good. That's a pretty move from Madsen, and it's a single-digit game. McFadden trying to change it right down the lane. Got it to go. Answer. Good dribble drive from Finn that time. Puts Lander up by 11. 50 seconds to go in the half. Here's Colangelo at the top, little head fake. He'll pull just in front of the arc. Long two is no good. Rebound by Andrews. Andrews, outlet to McFadden. Bounce pass to Romer. Romer will wisely slow things down instead of quickly pulling the trigger for an off-balance three. And Lander will look at the clock. There's 22 seconds left. They're into the first quarter. Attack worked really good. See if they can do that again, as instead of what I just alluded to, it's Herford tied up. Darian Herford wanted a foul, which is what I was trying to say, but did very poorly. Herford's not going to get that. Instead, it's a tie-up. Arrow is Landers with 15 seconds remaining. Lander basketball in their front court. Tigers up by 11 as we approach halftime. St. Clair, left side outside, sweeps the basketball, working on Colangelo. Fade away two, that's no good. Rebound, the long heave, doesn't come close. Justice Platts sends that into the crowd at the far end of the gym. And we've reached intermission, an entertaining second quarter of basketball there. Lander still up by double digits, 28-17. But there were moments there when Mountain View took the momentum, making things interesting and slowly just kind of chipping away, hanging in there in this ball game after Lander got out to that big first quarter start. They were up 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. But all things considered, a good 2 quarters of basketball for these Lander boys. They're up 28-17. The Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show presented by YDOT coming up in just a couple of minutes. Your home for Tiger Sports is KOVE 1330 AM and County10.com.
Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. We have garage doors, front doors, storm doors, screen doors, glass doors, sliding doors, shower doors, French doors, wood doors, metal doors for your business or home. And the finest brands of windows and service you come to know. We have the right door for your loading dock. We sell the best hardware, handles, and locks. Overhead door, we're your total window and door store. Overhead door.
Wyoming Catholic College is a unique institution that offers an immersion in the Western tradition, the beauty and challenges of the wilderness, and the treasures of the Catholic spiritual heritage. Our mission is to provide a unique educational experience that nurtures the body, mind, and spirit. We are proud of our alumni success stories and the learning opportunities we offer through our academic outreach programs. Come and explore our campus in Lander, Wyoming.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that, too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Construction is a local contractor dedicated to our community. We're proud to support our student athletes in every sport, on and off the field. We believe in hard work, crafting excellence, and building legacies, one project at a time. We bring your vision to life. Visit GoddardConstruction.com to see what we can create for you. Goddard Construction, building Fremont County, one project at a time.
Discover personalized banking at Central Bank & Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless. With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Here at Mountain View High School, halftime coverage made possible by YDOT. They remind you seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time. Thanks to YDOT for making sports coverage possible on County 10's YouTube channel and KLVE. Lander boys on top of Mountain View here, 28-17. They led 22-5 at the end of the first quarter, though, and were outscored 12-6 in the second stanza. So Mountain View doing a good job of hanging around, keeping things interesting. Coach Mullins, the last few times out with me, has talked about lulls through different quarters, and I'm sure he's addressing that at halftime, and probably hoping his squad can come out strong in the third quarter. We are hoping to get Drew Powell up here, head coach of the Lander girls. He is going to try to make his way up to the broadcast position. It looks like Lander girls were victorious 57-16. Brianna Lincoln was our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game, and hopefully we'll get Coach Powell. I got to put him through a maze of people to get all the way up to my broadcast position, but he will join us. And Coach, first, thanks for making your way through the maze up here to my broadcast position, but congratulations, a big dominant win. I thought you got behind 4-0, but then I had you for an 18-0 run there over 2 quarters, and I thought that really set the tempo. How are you feeling overall after that big win?
You know, I thought it was a really good game for us. We shot the ball really well after that first 4-minute stretch. That first 4-minute stretch, I just thought that we needed to get downhill and find a way to get uncontested shots. We maybe took one a little early in the possession, and then we got a wide open 3, and then I think Bree caught one on the wing where it just wasn't a good pass. And I think after that, every one she caught was a perfect pass. And, you know, when you throw a perfect pass to a shooter, they're going to shoot strikes as well. But we got one to fall, and then after that, it was just kind of like the water opened up and kind of started rolling. And then defensively, I think we gave up 4 in the first 2 minutes, and then we didn't give up any more in that quarter. And then, you know, 4 points a quarter is a pretty darn good defensive game for us.
I thought Brianna Lincoln individually had a great game for you tonight, and you can point to all the individuals in a big team win like this, but she really felt like she was feeling it with her shot and was aggressive on defense too.
Yeah. When we see a team like this that plays pack line defense, they're just so packed in the paint that it's hard to get downhill sometimes. And having a three-point shooter like Bree, Alicia hit one, Hayden hit one, I think Daisy hit one. But having them to be able to stretch that and make it so they have to expand and contract that defense is really big for us, and it allowed us to get downhill at other times. But yeah, every time she got a strike, she was hitting her spot. Even if it was a little long, it didn't go in, she was still hitting her spot.
It's got to be nice to not fall off very much when your bench kids come out there. You mentioned Alicia St. Clair. I thought she's been great for you this season off the bench. She was a spark plug again tonight.
Yeah, she was the one that got the first one, and it was just a rip and get downhill, get a nice uncontested 5-footer, and she did that and got it to fall. And sometimes you need a spark to come off the bench. Last year our spark that came off the bench was Bree Lincoln, if you remember back to the Lyman game, and I think she hit 4 or 5 threes in that game, but hit 3 in a row to kind of get us back into the game. We just started slow, and that happened tonight. We brought somebody off the bench, and I think she went for 5 in those first couple possessions and kind of got us started. So it's always nice to have a bench that's deep, and luckily we have a bench that's deep this year.
You get to go home tomorrow. You've been on the road for a little bit here. How nice is it going to feel to play a game at home?
Oh, it's going to be so great to be at home. I think our girls are ready for it. If you're watching, please come out and support us tomorrow. It'd be great to have a great atmosphere in our gym and have everybody show up and support us. We haven't had a game since January 13th, so it's been a month, and our whole team hasn't been on the floor in our home gym since the very first weekend. So just come out, support us, and see what we actually are. It'd be great to have a packed house.
Yeah, you deserve it for sure. This is a really, really fun team to watch, and I know all your Lander supporters will be there, but even the casual Fremont County basketball fans should just come out and watch a really good team. Pinedale's a really good team. Speaking of them, this is the third time you've seen the Wranglers. Does it make it more difficult when you know them and they know you and you get to see them again, or what can we expect from the matchup tomorrow, do you think?
It's a 2v3 matchup in the state, and when it comes down to it, beating a team 3 times is always hard. It doesn't matter if it's a good team or a bad team. If you see them 3 times, they have a great scout on you. We have a good scout on them. We know what we need to do. But when it comes down to it, you go into the game with a 1-0 mentality. You go play it, and you got to play the game to see where you're at. But at the end of the day, I hope we find ourselves playing our basketball, and if we do that, I think we'll put ourselves in a good spot.
Big win for the Lander girls tonight. Big game tomorrow. Hope Bob Carey Fieldhouse is packed for you, and it's a 1 o'clock tip-off, correct?
It's a 1 o'clock tip-off.
All right, good deal. Scott will have the broadcast for you, so that's why I hesitate with not knowing the start time, but I hope the entire community comes out for you and cheers on your Lady Tigers. Coach, congrats on a big win. Get home safe tonight, and we'll look forward to tomorrow.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.
Absolutely. Drew Powell, head coach of the Lander ladies, joining us here on the Buckle Up for Life Wyoming halftime show, presented by YDOT. Lander girls with that impressive victory again, 57-16 over Mountain View, and a big one tomorrow. Scott will have the broadcast for you on the County 10 YouTube channel and KOVE if he can't make it, but by all means, if you can, go support Lander. And I know we're the Fremont County thing at County 10, so I know this is a Lander broadcast, but no matter whom your team is, Wyoming Indians home this weekend, Wind River's home this weekend, Shoshone's home this weekend, Riverton's home tomorrow, Fort Washakee's playing home basketball. You got some of the wrestlers. Last Chance swim meet was last night. They'll be in Cheyenne next week. Go cheer on your local kids if you're able to. 1 minute timeout. We're back with the second half. After this, Landers on top of Mountain View here in the boys game, 28-17. We'll tip off the second half right after this on KOVE and County 10.
Gambles is your one-stop shop for furniture, mattresses, and appliances in Lander, Wyoming. We have an unbeatable selection of furniture for your living room, bedroom, and dining room. Plus, we have the latest trends in home furnishings. Our mattresses are comfortable and affordable, and our appliances are built to last. Whether you're looking for a new TV, sofa, or refrigerator, we have the perfect finish, style, and function for your home. Visit us at 420 Main Street in Lander, or check out our website, landergambles.com today.
Elevate Rehab proudly sponsors our local student athletes and their families in Fremont County. We are honored to play a key role in our Tiger athletes' success both on and off the field, and always partner one-on-one from your first visit to your last to coach you to victory. From sports injuries, aches and pains, to recovery from surgery or concussion, trust Elevate's specialized crew to dive into your goals, sprint with you to the finish line, and help elevate you to the top of the podium. Check us out at our Lander Main Street location or visit our webpage online. Go Tigers!
Welcome me back here to Mountain View High School, home of the Buffaloes, home to a great building and an enthusiastic crowd this evening. Lander boys on top of Mountain View right now, 28-17. I'm Jerrad Anderson. Thanks to Coach Powell for coming up here at halftime. There's a steal by Caleb Andrews. We're just right back to action, and Andrews' left-hand layup, the distance, good individual effort. Caleb Andrews has had 3 of those, at least in my memory, at least 3, where he's made the individual play. The steal on one end, the distance, lay it up and in. Caleb having a great game. 13-point Lander advantage. There's a little push foul on Darian Herford. Quincy Gwynna, Finn McFadden, Caleb Andrews, Darian Herford, Noah St. Clair are the second half starters for Lander. So same starters if you add Gwynna and subtract Hollingshead. Pax with those 3 fouls sat on the bench for a while there. There's Colangelo, used the contact, leaned into it, got it to drop, and he's fouled. Ashton Colangelo, chance at a 3-point play. Free throw for Colangelo is no good, just off the mark. Rebound tracked down by Lander. Sorry for my laggy camera. Hand off to Andrews. Andrews scoops it to Herford. Now to Gwynna. Quincy finds Finn. We've played almost a minute here in the second half. Gwynna, entry pass, almost got through to Finn. That wasn't his intended target, but on the baseline and out of bounds. Mountain View basketball. Quick pause in action for Race Car to tie his shoe. I feel like I've been calling race car games probably the last 3 years. I've done some Mountain View versus Riverton tournament games and a couple of Lander games. I guess 3 Lander Mountain View games. Sad to maybe have that come to a conclusion. My all-time favorite name to call. First try, no good in the paint. Second try, no good. Mountain View fans are irate. They want a goaltend. And instead, it'll be a Mountain View foul. Race Car picks up the personal. Coach Reese letting the officials have it, and he's going to get a warning. Not a technical, but a bench warning on Mountain View, and Coach Reese is not done. He's still barking at the official. Hands off to Andrews. Andrews, give it to Herford. McFadden, little stutter step down the lane, can't get it to go, left the layup short. Mountain View trailing by 11, trying to cut it to single digits. Ball is hit out of bounds by a Lander player from behind. Coach Reese winds up giving a pat on the back to the official after a couple of heated moments and a bench warning. They'll get an explanation and give the official a pat on the back. Lander foul as soon as the ball came inbounds on Caleb Andrews. It's really interesting. I'm an outsider, not with a lot of in-depth basketball coverage to bring you. Like, I never coached, but sitting on the floor for state games every year, the last 6 years, you get to hear a lot of conversations with the coach and the officials. And at least here in Wyoming high school sports, they are a lot more polite than you would think. Sometimes the demonstrative body language doesn't tell the story of what's actually being said between the coaches. Noah St. Clair is going to be fouled as he goes up, but the tone, at least body language-wise, was Coach Reese was very angry, wound up nodding his head, patting the official on the back, and even got a smile out of him after a few seconds worth of conversation. St. Clair's first of 2 is good. Will try to put his team back up by 13 at the line here. And it's around the rim and out, no good. McFadden tries to tie up Pitts, and he does, and he gets Lander the ball back. Arrow belongs to the Tigers. 5:39 to go, third quarter, 31-19. Lander in front on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Injury pass to the paint. McFadden called for an offensive foul. Coach Mullins turned to be upset at the call. He grabs his forehead. Gets a couple of words in as the official moves past him. Meanwhile, Colby Reutz right to the rim, up and in for 2. There's McFadden down the lane and a blocking foul underneath. Mountain View wanted another player control foul. I don't blame them, frankly. And it's ball out of bounds, Lander's direction. St. Clair pivoting around, left-hand hook shot. That's pretty. Noah St. Clair gets it to drop in there. Lander will maybe take it away in the corner, out of bounds off of Mountain View. I was screaming. There were 2 players that hit the deck. It was Darian Herford fighting for the basketball along with Colt Madsen, and I didn't see what happened in the corner down there, but the official says Lander basketball. 3 minutes have gone by here in the third quarter. Tiger lead is 12. Here's Andrews. High post to McFadden. Scoots down the lane. Now we'll give it back to Andrews. Andrews past the defender. Off the glass. Caleb Andrews. Great game continues. Madsen gets reached in. Finn McFadden with the reach-in foul. Lander picks up their 5th team foul already in the bonus. 4:45 to go, so a lot of opportunities maybe here in the third quarter for Mountain View at the free throw line, and Madsen will shoot the first bonus shots. First of 2, too strong, no good. Madsen dribbles, lets it go, it's good, but a lane violation on Mountain View will wave it off. Lead remains 14 for LVHS. McFadden gives to Gwynna. Quincy on the floor one time, now left side outside to Herford. Back to Finn. Finn back to the basket in the paint, leaves it for St. Clair. Open 3, no. Front rim, no good. Madsen has another rebound. Colt, one of the smaller players on the floor, is crashing the boards hard, playing with a lot of enthusiasm, and Justice Platts just lost the handle. Deep on the Mountain View half courts, will go out of bounds to Lander, and Mountain View wants a timeout. Lander bench fired up. Say full timeout. We'll sneak one in with them. You're home for the Tigers. KOVE and County10.com. Lander up 35-21 in the third quarter.
Cover personalized banking at Central Bank and Trust. We offer personal and business banking tailored to your needs. Enjoy the convenience of our online banking platform, whether managing accounts, applying for mortgages, or going paperless.
With branches across Fremont County, we provide drive-through and lobby services. Experience simpler applications for mortgages and loans, all from your computer or mobile device. Connect with us at centralbanktrust.com.
Lander boys in front of Mountain View High School, 35-21. Friday night hoops on the County 10 Sports Network. I'm Jerrad Anderson. Lander basketball out of the Mountain View timeout. Finn McFadden receives the inbound from Noah St. Clair and works it up the floor Tigers' direction. Leaves it for Gwynna. Gwynna gives to Andrews. Andrews circles around and right back to Quincy. Mountain View students making some noise, cheering on their defense. McFadden goes right at Madsen, gets past him to the rim for two. (37-21) the Lander advantage. Ashton Colangelo with the basketball. Colangelo has Andrews on him defensively. Caleb and Romer at times have done a really nice job on Mountain View's leading scorer. Three partially blocked by Herford. Nope, he didn't get a hand on it. It's ball out of bounds to Mountain View. Three came nowhere close there. Ball out of bounds for the Buffaloes. Lander with the energy right now. Here's Herford for three. Good. Darian Herford knocks it in. It's a 19-point Tiger advantage. 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Madsen bouncing around the midcourt line. Gets it over. Now Reutz, right wing three. That's no good. Too strong. Gwynna's got the rebound. Long outlet up ahead to Andrews. Great ball control by Andrews. Now to McFadden. Open for three. That's no good. Contested rebound is pulled away by Colby Reutz. Reutz had it swatted away from him by Gwynna for a moment, but he'll save it. Now Platts spinning on the block past St. Clair. Can't get it to go. Made a nice move, but a wild shot. Here's Herford down the lane. Open two from the left side. And right now, Lander has Mountain View doubled up on the scoreboard with 2:12 remaining in the third quarter. A little foul reaching in was Darian Herford. He slaps his hands together in frustration, and Mountain View in the bonus. Colt Madsen will go to the line. Andrew Oroz and Lindsey Tate on for the first time here for Mountain View. A couple of newcomers into the game get a big cheer from the crowd. Coach Reese down there trying to get something going, maybe find somebody off the bench with some energy. First free throw is good from Colt. Second free throw just off the mark, no good. It's punched out of bounds by Keegan Pitts, and Lander will bring it in with a 20-point advantage on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard, 42-22. Here's McFadden, floater from the left side, gets it to go. Finn McFadden, quick release, and it goes home. Lindsey Tate, well defended, gets it to Madsen. How did he get that to go? Madsen with a strong move. There's Finn challenging. He'll leave it for St. Clair. St. Clair off the glass. No, but a foul. Lindsey Tate picks up his first. Noah to the stripe. Colt Madsen comes back to chat with Coach Reese for a few moments. First for Noah, no good off the front of the rim. Quincy Gwynn is going to return for Lander. Finn McFadden will get a breather. Good smattering of Lander folks made the trip down here. Mostly purple in the crowd, but got some green sprinkled throughout. Second free throw also no good. Pitts hauls in the rebound. Intercepted on a pass. Noah St. Clair marches right back Lander's direction. Contested two. Got it to go. That is a strong move by Noah St. Clair. He had two guys contesting the shot, and he still attacked the rim really hard. Madsen to the free throw line, back to the basket, handoff to Colangelo. Colangelo, big collision, offensive foul. Gwynna takes the charge. Quincy Gwynna draws the first personal foul on Ashton Colangelo. And this is zero disrespect to a great 3A player. He is one of the best 3A boys players, no question about it, but Colangelo's been quiet against this Lander defensive effort. Gwynna holds at the top, right hand dribble. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. Gwynna still controls the dribble, now to Hollingshead. Pax hasn't been on the floor for a while with those three fouls. Gwynna, pump fake, run to the free throw line. Lander killing some time here. Romer will back it off. Garrett beat up by Colangelo. And Coach Mullins wants a quick 30-second timeout with just 21 seconds left in the quarter. He'll talk this possession over with his guys. About 5 minutes shy of 8 o'clock. KOVE, Lander, Wyoming, 1330 AM. 107.7 on the FM dial and streaming online at county10.com. I'm Jerrad Anderson. Lander basketball back home tomorrow. Scott Fuller's got that broadcast for you on the County 10 Sports Network. Girls varsity at 1, boys varsity at 2:30 as they host the Pinedale Wranglers. Pinedale boys and girls got a win today at Lyman. The boys game went to overtime, though. The girls' game was a 6-point game going into the third quarter, and then Pinedale really pulled away to win big in the fourth quarter. Gwynna to Andrews out of the timeout. 12 seconds remaining in the quarter. Now Romer holds. Coleman looking for Hollingshead. Hollingshead through the paint, can't get it to go. With 2 seconds, Pax is a little bit shaken up, and that is how the third quarter will end. Looks like Hollingshead took a below-the-belt shot there, so hopefully he'll be all right here sooner rather than later. Lander on top here as we head to the fourth quarter, 46-24. Back in a minute to close this one out on KOVE and county10.com.
Choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Who is RE/MAX All-Star Realtors? We're a professional real estate agency where your success is our priority. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we're here to guide you every step of the way. With unmatched professionalism and a track record of delivering results, we're your trusted partners in real estate. Your success is our top priority. Find your perfect property with RE/MAX All-Star Realtors. Contact us at 307-856-7827 or visit remaxriverton.com.
Mountain View High School fourth quarter just underway. Lander in front 46-24. Big third quarter for the Tigers. They outscored the Buffaloes 18-7. See if they can close this one out here. Lander on the verge of a doubleheader sweep with the girls winning big earlier in the evening. Mountain View will throw the basketball away on their first possession of the fourth quarter. McFadden. Mountain View, by the way, back into man-to-man defensively. Hollingshead runs to the angle. Now to St. Clair. St. Clair goes through the paint. Leave it for Pax. Hollingshead controls the dribble in the corner. Romer. Lander, I would assume, especially at this point, not afraid to weave the basketball around the arc a little bit and use some of this clock, and they are doing that great right now. Into the lane, Noah St. Clair is fouled as he goes up. 6:51 to go, so Outlander possession taking about 40 seconds. And Noah St. Clair is going to shoot two. First one front rim, no good. Noah's had a great game. He has struggled at the line, though. His second, also front of the rim, no good. Race Carr's got the Mountain View rebound. Colby Reutz crosses the timeline. Finn McFadden on him defensively. Reutz tried to challenge McFadden. Dribble shot off and ultimately taken away by St. Clair. St. Clair up ahead to Coleman. Got it to go. Brenner Coleman for two. Lander again as Mountain View doubled up on the scoreboard, 48-24. Reutz attacks the basket. That's no good. Carr's got the rebound. Race with a soft floater. That's no good. 0 for 2, and Coleman's got the Lander rebound. Somehow Carr and St. Clair get tangled up. St. Clair puts his hands up like I didn't do anything, and they both get back up off the floor. Incidental contact. 2 minutes have gone by here in the fourth quarter already. McFadden backing in through the paint. Will scoop it to Romer. He can't get it to roll in from 8 feet on the right side, though. Mountain View the rebound, but they don't have it long. St. Clair gets it and then is bumped and fouled. Second Mountain View foul of the fourth quarter, the third personal on Colby Reutz. Colby will check out, at least for a moment. St. Clair holds at the top. Give it to Andrews. Caleb, entry pass to Coleman. Brenner backing in, pivot around, back up top to Andrews. Caleb, a little bit of contact, but he maintains the dribble. Yeah, I was going to say it looked like Colt Madsen was trying to foul the Lander guards, and they're finally going to ring him up with one. I don't mind the aggression. You're down by 24. But Lander doing a good job of keep away. Backdoor cuts. They find Andrews on that. He'll scoop it out to Coleman. Brenner turnaround two, leaves it short, no good. Was contested, not a clean shot. Here's Colangelo square up for three. That's off the mark, no good. Noah St. Clair popped in the face in backcourt. Fourth foul. Mountain View playing really aggressively here the last minute or so. And I mean, you gotta, at this point, you gotta sell out and try to get something going, but Lander physically getting punished. St. Clair attacks the basket, spins, can't hit it. Quick shot. Madsen up the floor for Mountain View, 4:45 remaining. There's Keegan Pitts, put a move on Noah St. Clair, blow right past him, up and in for two for Keegan Pitts. Hollingshead will leave it for Romer. Romer down the lane, gives it to St. Clair. St. Clair pump fake, thought about the three, but he'll pull it down, waste some more time. Romer on the dribble, down to 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Lander up 48-26 on the Fremont Chevy scoreboard. Underneath, Coleman blocked by Keegan Pitts. Ball taken away by Oroz. At the top, Colt Madsen starts up the Mountain View offense. Garrett Romer on him defensively. They'll run to the angle, leave it for Pitts. He's pushed off the ball and fouled. The Mountain View ball out of bounds. St. Clair picks up his second personal. Quincy Gwinnett, Darian Herford, Finn McFadden back on for the Lander Tigers. Big thank you to our YouTube audience tonight, wherever you're watching from. We had check-ins from Arizona, from New Mexico. A lot of folks from all over the region cheering on the Lander Tigers. Colangelo, big collision. Did not look like he was under control from here. Coach Mullins and the Lander fans would like to say that too, but Mountain View fans agree with the call, of course, and it's a blocking foul on Darian Herford. Ashton Colangelo to the line. First is good for Ashton. He can make it a 20-point game right here. 3:46 remaining in regulation. Tigers trying to find their 11th win of the season. Mountain View had hopes to get to 500. They're 7-8 right now on the season. Colangelo's second is good. Mountain View will go to Rollins tomorrow. Trek across I-80, and Lander, of course, will play at home tomorrow with Pinedale coming to town. Boys at 2:30, girls before that at 1. McFadden can't hit a layup. Rebounded out by Mountain View. Dangerous pass intercepted by Caleb Andrews. Here come the Tiger attack. Underneath, Hollingshead draws a foul in deep. And Pax will step to the line. Wyoming Cowgirls picked up a big win at UNLV on Wednesday. They hit 16 three-pointers. That was a big win for the Cowgirl program. First one is good from Hollingshead. The Cowgirls will be back at home this Saturday. Boise State is the opponent. The Cowboys get a romantic Valentine's Day game against the Sheep down in Fort Collins. Border War number 2. Second free throw, no good. Rebound by Lander, though. They tip it out. Meanwhile, Roper Buckley checked in for Mountain View. First time into the game for Buckley. Herford 3, that's no good. Put back Andrews. Caleb Andrews with 2 more. This is the 4th or 5th Lander game I've done, and this is the best game from Caleb Andrews in games that I've done, at least. Coach Reese wants a timeout, and he's been good through the season. He's just been that steady player that maybe doesn't show up on the stat line. Might be a little deceiving how solid of a player he is, because he doesn't always have eye-popping stats. Averages 7 a game, just a steady contributor, but the Lander Jr. having a heck of a ball game tonight. 2:59 to go on the Mountain View timeout. 51-28. Tigers in front. Trying to check and see if there's any more girls finals from 3A reported to us. Wheatland has knocked off Glen Rock's ladies tonight. 73-46 was Lovell over Worland, 42-33. Those are scores from yesterday, I should clarify. Cody's girls beat Buffalo tonight, 74-38. And it was Powell over Worland tonight, 63-23. That's all I see so far. Hoping for some county scores, too, before we're off. Wyoming Indian hosting Big Piney tonight. Shoshone's at home against Thermopolis. Wind River is at home with Kemmer. in town. Ball stripped away, taken away by Finn McFadden. Tough pass up ahead. Hereford couldn't handle it. Roper Buckley and Lindsay Tate both have the interception. Preston Phillips has just checked in as we get into the depth of these benches, and a traveling violation on Preston Phillips. Nolan Post on for the Tigers, freshman. 2:40 remaining. Also, Afton Cox is out there. Afton, a freshman as well. And Coulter Hikelea, Lander Jr. on the floor. Here's Hikelea through the paint. He's tangled up with good active hands Preston Phillips, and the tie-up held ball, Lander possession. I think there's only been about 2 of these Mountain View fans that have left. There's a timeout from Coach Mullins. They are dedicated here, and you love to see it. This is one of my favorite places to come in 3A basketball. I know I'm a broken record there, but I think these fans and these students and this gym are a special atmosphere here at Mountain View. Lander gathered around Coach Mullins, music playing here during the timeout, and they're all dancing and bobbing their heads around. A lot more fun right now down in the Lander huddle than it is over in Coach Reese's Mountain View huddle. Tigers have put together a good ball game all the way around. 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. They led 28-17 at halftime, was 46-24 to start this quarter. The only quarter that Mountain View won was that second quarter. They outscored Lander by 6. And you had the feeling there that they could continue to chip away and it could be an interesting second half, but that is not how this one has gone. Lander putting the pedal to the metal in half number 2. Hikelea at the top, goes right side, outside Quincy Gwynna. All bench players on the floor, both sides. 3 from Nolan Post is off the mark. It's knocked in the Landers' backcourt off of a Mountain View hand, and hustling it down, Caleb Andrews. I guess Caleb Andrews the exception. He is not a bench player. 3 right corner, good from Afton Cox, the Lander freshman for 3. Phillips finds Lindsay Tate. Now Roper Buckley squares to the basket. Ball intercepted by Caleb Andrews. The distance and the dunk. Caleb Andrews finishes it off. I'll be completely transparent. It wasn't the prettiest dunk. He lost it for a second, but he flushed it, and it counts. Traveling violation on Ander Oroz. Brenner Coleman and Garrett Romer come on. Gwynna and Andrews will check out. Caleb got his hands on the rim for his final points of the night, and capping off a really, really good evening for Caleb and all of these Tigers playing a great ball game here, basically from start to finish. Slight lull in the second quarter. There's Brenner. Get it to go. Coleman down low for 2. 50 seconds remaining in this one. Lander will improve to 11-6. Mountain View will drop to 7-9. Buffalo's off to Rollins tomorrow. Lander plays at home tomorrow with Pinedale in town. Good post move, Brendan Walker for 2. Post dribbles at the top, finds Romer. Lander, of course, does not have to shoot here with 20 seconds, and I think they'll be allowed to just dribble this out. Mountain View not going to come up and challenge, doesn't look like. And 13 seconds remain on the clock. Now Mountain View trying to get a steal. They will. Lindsay Tate take it away. Lindsay can't hit the layup, and a foul called with 3.7 seconds. Nope, just ball out of bounds. The official swoops in and says, ball out of bounds. Lander will dribble this out, and we will go final. It's a Tiger winner from Mountain View High School. 58-32. The final score. We'll correct your Fremont Chevy scoreboard there on the screen to add that last bucket. 58-32. Tigers over the Buffaloes. Lander girls and boys get this sweep. We'll chat with Stu Mullins here in just a little bit. We'll pick our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game, and we'll close out our coverage here from MVHS in just a few moments. Solid night of basketball for Lander fans. Again, final score in the boys' game, 58-32. Tigers victorious. We're back in just a couple of minutes with the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. You've been listening to Lander Basketball on KOVE 1330 AM and County10.com.
To Hampton Inn and Suites, your home away from home in Riverton. Enjoy top-notch amenities like our indoor pool, hot tub, and fitness center. Start your day with our complimentary breakfast. Stay connected with free Wi-Fi. Relax in one of our 89 beautifully furnished rooms. The Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to support the Riverton Athletics program and being a part of the Riverton High School Booster Club. We want to wish all student athletes the best this coming season and look forward to being a part of your success.
Welcome to Haskell Furniture and Flooring in Riverton. Discover a huge variety of top brands like Ashley, Tempur-Pedic, Serta, Lazy Boy, and more. Our showroom is filled with stylish and comfortable furniture for every room. Come visit us at 2210 North Federal and transform your home today. Explore the exceptional quality and unbeatable prices we offer. Visit HaskellFurnitureandFlooring.com to learn more. Haskell Furniture and Flooring. Best prices, better service. Hey, Fremont County, listen up! This is your game changer, Health Source of Riverton with Dr. Jonathan Fabian, the only certified chiropractic sports physician in the area. For a limited time, student athletes get a $10 new patient special. That includes a full initial evaluation, needed x-rays, and a doctor-prescribed pain relief session. Just mention this ad when you call. Stay in the game with expert care from Health Source of Riverton. Call 463-2770 and tell them you heard about the $10 student athlete special.
I'm John Shade, your Lander Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement of our young athletes that they receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I, John Shade, with Edward Jones, is a proud sponsor of Lander Tigers and University of Wyoming on this station, 1330 KOVE. Call me today or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome you into the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. It's a victorious post-game show for Landers boys and Landers girls tonight. Lander boys get it done. Final score 58-32. Lander boys really off to a hot start in this one, leading 22-5 at the end of the first quarter. They were outscored 12-6 in the second quarter, led 28-17 at halftime, and it felt like at that point Mountain View was going to try to start chipping into it. They were feeling better about themselves, trading possessions, but Lander was struggling in the defensive end a couple of different times, and they would trade possessions back and forth, but it was kind of one step forward, two steps back for Lander throughout that second quarter, if that makes any sense at all. But Lander pedaled to the metal in the third quarter. They outscored Mountain View 46-24 in the third, and outscored them 18-7 in the third, making it 46-24, and then your final score goes 58-32 as I mumble and rumble through the quarter summary there. I know that's the final, 58-32. We are awaiting the arrival of Coach Stu Mullins. Should get him up here in just a little bit. Thanks to Bailey Tire Pros, by the way, making our post-game coverage possible. They are your local tire experts. Even though we haven't had much of winter in Wyoming, I know you want good tires on your vehicle, even when the road conditions are nice. And the folks at Bailey's are your local experts. They can help you with all of your tire-related questions. They will take any dumb questions. I know that from experience, but you can go in there and talk to them about the type of vehicle, what your lifestyle is, and they'll find the best tire match for you. Bailey Tire Pros, proud to cheer on Fremont County athletes. Time now to select our player of the game while we await Coach Mullins, and I don't think this is going to come as a shock to most of you, but I'm going to pick Caleb Andrews. I thought team win for Lander. A lot of guys you can choose from. Caleb Andrews, though, with a tremendous performance from start to finish tonight. And he is our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game. Visit healthsourcechiro.com. And don't forget about their $10 new patient special for student athletes at Health Source Chiropractic. Coach Mullins joining us now. Lander a victorious 58-32 final score. Coach, congratulations on a hard-fought, well-deserved win. I know you have come up on the wrong side of the scoreboard. I'm trying to put that as polite as I can the last few times. So how good does it feel to get out of here with a win today?
I think that's the biggest thing, is it just feels good finally. We played, about as complete a game as we've played all season. And we changed some things on offense this week, and became a little less predictable, and I think that really helped. And we worked for really great shots, and we know that we needed to do that in order to shoot better ones, because the ones that we were shooting were not good enough. Unfortunately, even though if they were 2 or 3 feet from the basket. So, we did a good job of getting to the line, and then the defense, for 3 quarters was really, really good against a team that, can score a lot of points. And I credit, Caleb and Garrett and the guys that guarded Colangelo tonight. He had no good looks, and nobody else did either. So just super proud of the boys.
Colangelo, I think, had 24 against you the first time. He averages 20. He does that to everybody. I imagine that was a point of emphasis in practice, and you guys look like you really shut him down defensively.
Yeah, they're a team that scores. They got 2 guys that can score it, and we need to stop one of them. And he missed some open ones, but we made him work for it, and they were all out of sorts. And it started, when you can get out to a 22-5 first quarter lead, you're feeling good about yourself. But we were prepared for everything. If we're building this team to be miss shot resistant, and we've got to be better defensively, and we've got to get not good shots but great shots every time down the floor, and they understood the game plan today.
I hate picking out individual efforts in a big team win, but I want to give a nod to Caleb Andrews, because I thought from start to finish he looked solid tonight.
He's unbelievably athletic, and sometimes he can take plays off and not use his athleticism, which is just a tragedy because he's got the gift that all of us wish we had, and you're right. He did a wonderful job of staying in lanes and understanding he had to get back on Colangelo. But the last time we played him, they would just sprint him out and get a bunch of easy layups with him or shoot threes, and so he had no offensive rebounding responsibility. His job was to spy him and get back, and he did a fantastic job.
You're right back at it. Just a few hours. You've been on the road a whole bunch. How nice does it feel to go home tomorrow?
You have no idea how good it feels. For 4 straight weeks we've been on the road here, and it seems like a year ago that we played Wheatland. Our kids are so excited to get back and be in our gym and sleep in our beds and not have to drive and eat pizza and that kind of stuff. So and tomorrow you were there, and we're really excited to play that team tomorrow.
Yep, definitely. It should be a good battle. The girls' game should be great, number 2 versus number 3, followed by a little redemption opportunity for the boys' game, and I'll use that as leverage to invite the community out. I'm sure a big crowd would mean a lot to your kids.
Oh, it would mean everything, especially against the team that we're playing, and it's going to be a very intense basketball game, and we're really, really excited to get home and get back at it tomorrow.
Definitely. Coach, thanks for coming up. Travel safe back.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. Coach Stu Mullins joining us here on the Bailey Tire Pros post-game show. And a good dominant performance for Lander is exactly what they needed. They have struggled, frankly, the last 3 times out. And, it's not detrimental. It's not wasn't the end of the world, but they had some frustrating losses. Frustrating loss at Pinedale, like he alluded to right there. Frustrating loss at Worland. Lovell is beating everybody, so I can't say as though that was as frustrating as losing to a Pinedale or a Worland, but a chance at redemption tomorrow and a chance to get back on the right side of the scoreboard with some momentum coming up here for Lander, and a lot of home games this month for the Tigers. So things trending in the right direction, I think, here for the Lander boys. My thanks sincerely to Coach Mullins and to Coach Powell, as always, for coming up. They don't have to do this. They don't have to come up and talk to local media, and they do, so that means a lot. Also, I know this means nothing to you as the listener, but my thanks to Coach Reese and the staff here at Mountain View High School. Again, there are places where I don't mention any kudos to the staff, but that's not the case at Mountain View. They treat us really, really well here. So thanks to everybody at Mountain View High School. My thanks to you for watching along with us on the County 10 YouTube channel and KOVE. And Scott Fuller, the A-Team, back with you tomorrow, 1 o'clock for the varsity girls, 2:30 for the varsity boys. Come out to cheer on the Tigers if you're able to. If you are not, Scott will have all the action for you. I've got Riverton basketball tomorrow with the Wolverines hosting Green River. Those are evening games, so if you coordinate your schedules, you can just watch 4 games all basically in a row, back to back to back to back. If you want to watch high school basketball all day on our County 10 YouTube channel, I'm sure your significant others would love that if you watched 4 games on Valentine's Day. All right. I'm going to stop rambling and make my way over South Pass. Congratulations again, Caleb Andrews, our Health Source Chiropractic Player of the Game for the boys. For the girls, it was Brianna Lincoln. The Lady Tigers getting things done convincingly earlier today, 57-16. And the Lander boys finish off a 58-32 win We will send you back to KOVE programming coming up at 9 o'clock. We will join the Infinity Sports Network / Westwood One and bring you some more sports talk about half an hour away from that. But for now, we'll send you back into regular programming here on KOVE. And for those of you on the YouTube stream, we will say good night. Happy Valentine's Day. And we will say farewell here from Mountain View High School.